all of that and what else happened at that competition. For Esther Brome, we say congratulations. She has won her first ever Diamond League event. She was victorious at Brussels last night. Toby Amuson was not in action, so Jasmine Kamecho Queen had no rival in the 100 meters hurdles. We hope that they will both meet in Zurich in a couple of weeks' time. And then also be looking at the match between Nigeria and Ghana later tonight, talking about the Super Eagles B, the CHAN qualifier. Nigeria playing that match with a 2-0 deficit because they lost to the Black Galaxies of Ghana 2-0 in the Cape Coast. So we hope that they will be able to turn the tables and win this match comfortably. They have to score at least 3 goals and not concede any to qualify for Algeria 2023 African Nation Championship CHAN. Plus, what's happening in and around the world as far as football is concerned. There are live matches going on at the moment. You saw the Merseyside derby earlier today. It was goalless, but my word, it was a pack of action. And of course, every other thing happening in the world of sports, you get to hear a preview and review right here on Saturday Sports Fiesta on 90.7 KFM, Benin City. Good afternoon, beautiful sports people. Welcome to the show. My name is Saliu Ibrahim. They call me the Sports Ibracadabra because I bring magic to sports presentation and analysis. I've got Adewale Akindano and Danny, the analyst, with me in the studio. You will hear from them shortly. That will be after we return from this break. Please stay tuned.
Trying to get or receive information through all corners of the globe requires unprecedented internet service. At Wireless NG, we provide fast, reliable, and affordable unlimited broadband internet service to homes and businesses. Service is currently available across Lagos and Benin. Visit us today at Wireless NG, 5 Ramaya, Ikenede Street off PZ Sapler Road, Benin City, or our marketing office, 70 Olowo Complex, Airport Road, Benin City, or call 0807-887-9960 or 0703-672-9147. Wireless NG, erasing internet boundaries.
To the highly anticipated KUFM White Ball, The Rebirth, are now available in the following categories. Regular, 5,000 Naira. VIP, 20,000 Naira. Silver table for 6, 100,000 Naira. Gold table for 8, 200,000 Naira. Platinum table for 8, 500,000 Naira. To purchase your tickets, please call 0806 023 2180 or 0703 109 4612 or 0802 232 7191. Tickets are available at KUFM Marketing Office, 62 Ihama Road, GRA, Benin City, and KUFM Broadcasting Complex and Benin Auchi Expressway, Benin City. KU White Ball The Rebirth comes up on Friday, the 9th of December 2022. Venue, Rick Rex Event City, 15A Gobadia Avenue, off Etete, GRA, Benin City. Red carpet, 4 p.m. Main event, 6 p.m. KU White Ball The Rebirth, a glorious return.
Honey?
Yes, dear.
I'm tired of the poor power situation. Every time I stock the fridge, I come back to sports food. I think it's about time we go solar.
How?
With Vertical Solar, we can have all our appliances and electronics powered by solar, and they allow us to pay small. We can pay installmentally with as low as 36,000 Naira monthly, spread across 12 months.
Tell me more.
I know you like the idea of paying small. Vertical Solar range of products can power all household devices, including air conditioners and water pumps.
What are the benefits of solar power?
We are talking uninterrupted power supply, no monthly electricity bill, no more spending on generator, and no more generator noise.
I see. But how can I locate Vertical Solar?
Head now to 28 Country Home Metal Road off Ajib Junction, Sapler Road, Benin City, or Blossom Mall beside Stop to Shop stores, DBS Road, Asaba. Or you can call them on 0816-170-1105 or 0703-623-4843. You can also send them an email on info@verticalsolar.com.ng.
Vertical Solar, your lifetime power partners.
simply the best, better than all the rest. We are talking about the one, the only Serena Williams, 23 Grand Slam champion. She has won the Olympic gold medal. She has won Olympic doubles gold medal. She has won everything in tennis. She won apart from winning the singles, she with her sister Venus have also dominated in the doubles, although this time, well, they are well past their prime. Serena is 40, Venus is 42, and both of them have crashed out of the US Open, both in the singles and in the doubles. But there was an era when Venus Williams and Serena Williams will beat everybody in the singles, meet in the final, and at the initial stage it was Venus that was winning. Venus actually has 7 Grand Slams, but later Serena became better. And in the doubles, they will still beat all teams and get to the final and win the Grand Slam titles. That was how dominant they were. Their power, their precision, their athleticism was just absolutely phenomenal. In fact, their father, Richard Williams, was the subject of the movie which got Will Smith, a black actor, his only Oscar. Although at the end of the day, he slapped another black comedian in Chris Rock because he made some comments about his wife. But you get the picture. The Williams family is so important in tennis that a movie, a biopic about their father, Richard Williams, the movie King Richard, is about the father and the 2 daughters. It was so good that it won an Oscar. And of course, Serena Williams, a very prominent member of the Williams family. And you had her there when she was giving her post-match speech. She specifically recognized her father, her mother, who was there. Her dad wasn't there. He is divorced now. He and the mom are divorced. And she says she knows he's watching. And he was the one that actually set the whole thing in motion. He said there was one time he saw a lady playing tennis, and it wasn't even a Grand Slam. It was just one of the small competitions. And that the girl, she was a young girl then, she won $40,000 for winning that WTA tournament. And he was earning $52,000 a year. That was his annual salary, $52,000. And then a young woman just won one tournament and she got $40,000. And I say, oh no, I'm in the wrong profession. I must get into tennis. After all, I've got daughters. I've got to make sure that they play tennis. And since these girls were even barely teenagers, they were already renowned stars in the world because they were winning junior tennis tournament. And he invested heavily in them, even traveled so that the girls could play tennis. And look at the absolute legends and heroes that he has created, because so many players in the world today want to be like Serena Williams. They want to be like Venus Williams. So Serena Williams finally retiring after losing at the US Open. Guys, welcome to the show. Let's begin, of course, by celebrating our own Serena Williams. Simply the best. Serena has even been to Nigeria a couple of times.
Yes. And so the legend of Serena Williams ended at the stadium where it began, the Otto Ashe Stadium. When she first sprang to limelight was at that US Open tournament when, as a teenager, here was this black girl, so much power, so much athleticism, the way she hit her shot, so much confidence. She was humble, she wanted to win. And everybody, they were blown away. Some of us, we don't know what Serena Williams did for the sport. We just know she dominated tennis along with her sister. There was a time where the tennis was all white. We had black players, then some, but very few. We had Otto Ashe. After the Open era, they opened, when they opened tennis to every. Otto Ashe died of
unfortunately AIDS some years back. Many years back actually. I think he went to visit his dentist. That was how he contracted AIDS. He was the first black player to win Wimbledon.
A Grand Slam. He didn't win the French Open. That was the only Grand Slam he did not win. He won the Wimbledon, won the US Open. He won three Grand Slam titles. So there was no black. It was dominated by whites. But here was this young black girl, for some of us that have not watched that video that Ibrahim was talking about, you need to go and watch that. You know, she was just in the shadows of her sister watching, and she was doing her own, training. She forced the father wanted Venus to, go on and become a champion first, but Serena, she was a force of nature.
Venus actually became a champion first, and Venus dominated. Venus was older, so it was expected. And I know Serena looked up to Venus a whole lot. I even recall that interview I was talking about. They were asking the question, and Serena started answering, and then Venus said something, and then she kept quiet. And then Venus said, "No, you go on." She said, "No, you go on." That was how she looked up to Venus.
She was the most, the most successful of the sisters. But you know that Venus
became dominant. That they used to decide who will win which tournament before. The competition even started. As in before the final, they said, okay. Yeah.
And Serena was the one that she used to take the day at the end of the time.
Initially it was Venus. I was even thinking, come on, big sister, let your younger sister win.
But later,
Venus, Serena now became dominant.
The answer now is clear. Now we've seen Venus. We know Venus is older by 2 years or so. But what took Serena so far is the power in her serve. Yes, what took Serena, what kept her in that game yesterday was the power of her serve and the power with which she returned those shots. She lost the first set, but the second set she kept hitting hard. The same thing she did in the second round match. She kept hitting those balls, but at the end of the day, in the third match, the strength, everything was gone from Serena. I know I wanted her to, do well and maybe continue, but I don't think she'll be able to continue. From what I saw yesterday, she could not run, but there was a dominant player called Serena, and on her day, no one came close to her. No one. 10 of her Grand Slam titles were won after the age of 30. That power, kept her long in the game. So that talk of saying this one they used to determine who wins. No, time has shown us that Serena was the better of the two.
Really, exactly. Yeah, there was a Serena, and I think that she left a mark, an indelible mark that would last. Because I don't know for how long. She has left an indelible mark, a mark for herself to achieve in this very tournament, but not taking anything away for her. She has paid the parents. The father paid the price, and they enjoy the prize. So it's a wonderful thing, and I'm really, really happy for her. She has made her mark. Which at some point, for those, I think she even became synonymous to tennis. The female, when you look at her, she's Serena, Venus. I think they have feet and everything. The black, you read Ebony magazine, then you see they always. I think if she has really made a wonderful impact in life, and I wish her all the best in other endeavors.
All right, let's go on this quick break. We'll be back and we'll be talking more Serena because she deserves to be celebrated.
Let's go! Women football at its best. 12 teams are expected to light up Benin City for the second edition of the Betsy Obaseki Women Football Tournament from Wednesday the 7th of September to 17th September 2022. Edo State will birth teams from the elite Nigerian Women Football League and 2 local teams who will slug it out for a whooping sum of 14 million naira, which is up for grabs. Venues are Samuel Ogbemudia Stadium, Uniben Sports Complex, School of Health Technology, and Western Boys High School. Let us troop out to watch entertaining football and cheer these talented young players as our women continue to shine and make us proud in international sports. This tournament is organized to kick against drug trafficking and abuse. Say no to drugs. Sign Publicity Subcommittee.
Do you really want to study in a safe, serene and conducive environment and graduate without strike action? Do you want to work while studying? Do you want to relocate with your family while studying? Or do you want your study visa and admissions to be handled by professionals and competent hands? Then this is your time. Admission is now open in Canada, UK, USA, Australia, Holland, plus 40 other countries. Apply today at Edu Abroad Educational Services Limited. Limited, 27 Airport Road, opposite Observer, or 133 Benin Agbo Road by Agbo Park. Call 0908-165-1871, 0818-273-9593, 0817-464-0217. Facebook, Edu Abroad NG. Instagram, Edu Abroad Limited. Twitter, Edu Abroad _NG. Or visit the website at www.eduabroad.ng. Edu Abroad, raising, restoring, and repairing generational foundations through education.
Do you know that you and your family can now receive all vaccinations at the same time? COVID-19 and childhood vaccines such as measles, polio, tetanus, yellow fever, and other basic health services are now available at every primary healthcare center and COVID-19 vaccination site. Childhood vaccines will be given to children from birth to 2 years for protection against diseases and screened for malnutrition. While COVID-19 vaccines will be given to persons 18 years and above, including pregnant and breastfeeding women for protection against COVID-19. Also note that the federal government has granted a special age waiver for teenagers less than 18 years to receive COVID-19 vaccines for international travels only. Hurry now to the nearest primary healthcare center with your family for protection against COVID-19, childhood diseases, and other services. This message is from Edo State Primary Healthcare Development Agency, Ministry of Health, and UNICEF.
Simply the best, better than all the rest. We're talking about the one, the only Serena Williams, who has retired after losing to Tomljanovic earlier this morning. I'm really disappointed for her, but hey, this woman has won 23 Grand Slams. She has won Olympic gold medals. She has won Grand Slam titles across all the different competitions, the Australian Open, the US Open, Wimbledon, the French Open. She's won everything. Her least favorite event is the French Open, and she's won it 3 times. There are some people in their entire career did not even win a single Grand Slam, but this woman, her list is the French Open. She won it 3 times. She won the US Open 6 times, won Wimbledon 7 times, won the Australian Open 7 times. Absolutely dominant, Serena Williams. And she transcended tennis. It wasn't just her performances in tennis that made her so special. She was a person that really stood out and became a role model for millions of people, not just, but especially black people, but not just black people. People said all sorts of things about her. Oh, she was too big to play tennis. She was this, she was that. They body shamed her and everything. They advised her to cut down her weight to really fit into tennis. But she refused to change. In fact, Nike, the biggest sports kit manufacturer in the world, even had a campaign that kind of celebrated her. They said by changing nothing, she changed everything. Yeah, she refused to change her lifestyle, refused to change how she looks, refused to allow people to tell her how she should look and how she should behave. And then she went on to absolutely dominate. So Serena Williams, really absolutely delighted for her, even though she has now retired from tennis. But you heard the interviewer, they're asking her, well, you played so well, is there a possibility that you could continue? And she said, no. Well, maybe, you never know, but I think she's done. So she lost to Alja Tomljanovic 7-5 or 7-6-1-6, because she lost the first set but fought back to win the second set. However, in the third set, she just did not have it anymore, and she lost that one 6-1. So sad one for her that she's now gone, but it will take whoever next. I think when we are looking at the active players, the one with the most titles should be Naomi Osaka, right? Yeah, with 4 titles. Yes.
Iga
Swiatek that we're talking about is just 2, but maybe with time she's going to become dominant. Simona Halep 2. I think Angelique Kerber has got 3, but Angelique Kerber herself is not particularly as young as Gabina Muguruza also. So we'll see who will step up and be as dominant as Serena Williams, and she has paved the way for so many female players, especially black players.
Not even the female players. Francis Tiafoe, young black boy, said when watching Serena, he had that, he was inspired to play tennis. As I was saying before, it was a dominant all-white sport, but with Serena, a lot of black ladies. We are seeing Naomi Osaka, we are seeing Coco Gauff. These players grew up watching Serena. They idolized her. They wanted to be like her. They saw how she dominated the sport, and they had this vision that if Serena could do it, then I also could dominate my sport. It was not only in tennis, across other sports. When you watch how a black woman, a black person, is taking a particular sport and just dominating it, it has inspired a lot of tennis. 73 titles in all her career with the Grand Slam and everything. That is the 5th highest total of titles won by a tennis player. She has won doubles, 14 doubles titles with Venus. Across all the Grand Slam competitions, Wimbledon, French Open. She even won mixed doubles, 2 mixed doubles, 1 Olympic gold. Everything she did.
One Olympic singles gold, one Olympic doubles gold.
So everything, she was all over the sport. Her prints are all over the sport, tennis. We just hope that she can go on. Maybe one day we are going to see Olympia.
She's got a daughter now, Olympia.
So maybe after some time we are going to see. We're just hoping, that name Serena will never die.
Just sometimes I'm more impressed when people achieve this kind of indelible mark, and they're able to sustain it. Their character, everything is not brought down. It's not shattered in the course of the whole thing, because I know so many things come with you being at the top, so many challenges, so many temptations, so many pride and ego goes with it, that if care is not taken, if it's not well properly managed, you might just lose the whole thing in the course of the whole thing. This is a lady who has kept everything intact, like even the marriage. She has other vocations that she's going after. I think wonderful. It's managing success, because sometimes it takes more of you managing that success than even what takes you there in the first place. I think kudos to her. I'm really happy for her, and I just wish her all the best in her future endeavors.
All right. In other matches played at Wimbledon this morning, Karina Garcia defeated Bianca Andreescu 6-3, 6-2. That's for the women. These were the matches for earlier this morning. Then Nick Kyrgios defeated Jeffrey John Wolf 6-4, 6-2, 6-3. Danny Medvedev beat Yibing Wu 6-4, 6-2, 6-2. These were the matches early hours of this morning. But last night we had Ilya Ivanchuk beating Hubert Hurkacz 6-4, 4-6, 7-6, 6-3. Francis Tiafoe defeated Jason Kubler 7-6, 7-5, 7-6. Rafael Nadal, as we told you yesterday, came from a set down. He defeated Fabio Fognini 2-6, 6-4, 6-2, 6-1. While Davidovich Fokina beats Daniel Gelan 6-4, 5-7, 6-4, 6-4. Matteo Berrettini eliminated Andy Murray in 4 sets. Andy Murray, another guy who has seen it all, done it all. He tried his best. He came back from 2 sets down, but he didn't have enough. Matteo Berrettini won that 6-4, 6-4, 6-7, 6-3. Kaspar Ruud beat Tommy Paul 7-6, 6-7, 7-6, 5-7, 6 love. And then Karen Khachanov beat Karen Khachanov, he won that match, but Jack Draper retired. Karen Khachanov was leading 6-3, 4-6, 6-5 when that happened. So these are just some of the matches that we've had in tennis. Okay, from tennis, let's go to athletics and let's talk about the Diamond League meet that we had in Brussels last night. Our girl, Essa Brume, was in action and she was able to win the long jump event. It is the first time that she will be winning at the Diamond League, and she was able to leap 6.83 meters in her third attempt. That gave her the goal. She started in front when she leapt 6.45 meters, but nobody could really jump the one that she did in her third attempt, which is 6.83. The lady that came second, Quanesha Box of the United States, could only leap 6.54 meters, while La Piccino Larissa was third with a jump of 6.52 meters. So Essa Brume winning her first Diamond League event.
She didn't have to get out of first gear. You know, we know that she has jumped 7.0 meters. She jumped in World Athletics Championship. At the Commonwealth, she jumped 6.9.
0.71 actually.
Yes, 0.71. Okay.
Yeah.
So
to make it a Commonwealth record.
Yeah. So we know that's her level. So this one 6.83. You know, when she just saw that nobody was there to push her, you know, that was enough. So she didn't get out of first gear. It's good for her, you know, getting that first Diamond League, and it shows that she has maintained that form. Yes. You know, we call her consistent essay. They don't call her that for nothing. She has that zone that she is, you know, nobody can touch her. If they push her, if there's anybody that comes close to her in that Diamond League yesterday, I'm sure that she's still going to go up a notch. So there are levels to her performances, and that comes with a lot of experience. So it's good for her. I'm happy for her. Long may this form continue. Pray she doesn't get any injuries, and you know, she'll just go on to do big things.
For the women's 100 meters, it was supposed to be a showdown between the Jamaicans. It was actually, but maybe the Jamaican that we thought was going to win it, Shirley-Ann Fraser-Pryce, she did not. It was instead Shericka Jackson who was able to get this. Shirley-Ann Fraser-Pryce was actually leading at one point, and usually when she does that, she's gone. But Shericka Jackson able to reel her in and then went past her to win.
Yeah, I felt the hamstring injury to Shirley-Ann Fraser-Pryce, you know, last time she pulled out of the...
Yeah, she pulled out. She did not want to aggravate it.
I didn't think she had a lot of time to recover, because you could see it. Usually when Shirley-Ann Fraser-Pryce gets in front, that's the end. You know, but Shericka Jackson, kudos to her. You know, she can only run her own race. You know, she, with her long legs, she just, you know, was plugging away, and she didn't give up, because there is this tendency that, you know, how Shirley-Ann Fraser-Pryce is, you know, that when she gets in front, you just subconsciously just give up, you know. But she did not give up. She, you know, she stretched those long leg of hers and just took it. It was a photo finish, you know. It was not as if but it was a photo finish, and she was just ahead. So Shirley-Ann Fraser-Pryce, I just think that she should give herself time to recover properly. She's not a spring chicken anymore. 35 years of age, and at this age it takes a little bit more time than the usual to recover from injuries like this, calf strain, hamstring strain, and all that. So let her give herself, her body, the time to recover properly before, you know, competing again.
So 10.73 for Shericka Jackson to win. For the Ivorian, Marie Josie Talou, she was third in 10.78 seconds. There was no Tobiloba Amuson at this meet. So the lady who beat her in Lausanne last week, I think, was able to repeat her feat. And we're talking about the Olympic champion, Jasmine Camacho Quinn. She won that race easily.
You know,
she actually even set another meet record.
12.27. You know, Tobiloba Amusan should not relax. You know, Camacho Quinn is she's going around like a lady possessed right now. Since Toby Amusan set those record and still won all those races, it's like she's gone into beast mode, and she's trying to, you know, let everyone know that, you know, it's not only Tobiloba Amusan that we have in the 100 meters ladies hurdle. So Tobiloba Amusan, she knows that she has a fight on her hands. They are going to meet on September 8th at Zurich. So she knows that there's a fight on her. And Camacho Quinn will be there, Kendra Harrison will be there. So she knows that she has a fight on her hands right now. If she wants to show everyone that it was no fluke for her to break the record and win at Commonwealth and the World Athletics Championship, she has to defeat those people in Zurich on September the 8th.
So see how it goes. But in the meantime, congratulations to Esther Brume for winning the Brussels Diamond League meet. Well done to her. Absolutely fantastic. All right, let's move from other sports now to football. Yes, the Super Eagles of Nigeria will be in action in less than an hour's time. They will be taking on the Black Galaxies of Ghana. And we know this is going to be another Jollof friendly or Jollof derby. And we know that there is no friendly between Nigeria and Ghana. It's always, you know, very heated. So the Super Eagles B have a 2-0 deficit. They must win by 3-0 to advance, or win 4-1 or something like that. Otherwise, Nigeria will not be at the 2023 African Nations Championship.
I think the coach knows the task ahead of them. They have to overturn the results, the deficits on their hand, and they have to do it so that, and they have to score early goal so as to give them that confidence. Score very early goal, you know, which would keep the Ghanaian rattle them, and probably the course of the game or second half you can just do but one will expect that they fight. The Ghanaian team, they were well prepared even before the first leg, and we saw what they came up with, and they were able to defeat our boys 2-0. I think coming into this game, the coach knew, he had spoken, and he was very optimistic that the boys are capable of, you know, getting the ticket. And well, we wish them all the best of luck, and we believe that they are prepared. Now they know what they are coming against. They have had the first leg, and I'm sure they would have worked on all their weaknesses and now worked on the strength too, so as to make use of it. The Ghanaian very pacey, very, you know, of course we know coming against us, they were very, very physical in the first leg, so they must find a way to really handle the midfield. Yeah, we had it good, but I think in the final third we didn't really do much. We cannot really point to any significant impact that we really made at that final third. So I think the coach must have, they had a week to really do that, and I think they must have done that. So hopefully they're able to achieve that.
Well, the coach is talking tough. He says he knows that it is difficult, but he will definitely overcome the 2-goal deficit, and he believes that the pass is the pass, so they can get those 2 goals and then get one more to advance to the CHAN finals.
Yeah, what the Nigerians should expect, they know that the Ghanaians, they are 2 goals ahead. Away goals count. I don't expect the Ghanaians to come out and play, you know, any kind of adventurous football. They are going to, you know, pack their box and look to play us on the counter. The onus is on us to force the issue, dominate the ball, make our chances count, because we are starting 2 goals behind. You know, we have to play that pass, you know, force them to make mistakes, you know, just calm them in their box and continue playing those passes, getting those chances, because if we don't and we allow them to get a counter and go and score, it could be over before the halftime. So let us dominate the ball, expect that they're going to play defense. Force the issue, take your chances. We should not be wasteful at all. We can't afford to waste chances. If we waste chances and the match keeps getting to the 30th, the 40th, the 50th, the 60th minute, anything can happen. So let us just take our chances. Like Wale said, first 10 minutes, get a goal. When you get a goal, the Ghanaians will want to come out. When they come out, you already, we are ahead. Mentally we are ahead, they are behind, they are chasing. So you just take a chance. That's just it.
These are the kind of game I know coaches will not really care about ball possession or whatever, or they want to call. I think just play dirty and just get the victory, because after that, I think they can start working on some of the noticeable weaknesses of the team. But they should be very, very pragmatic. Just go for whatever means, if it is set pieces, if it is going through the box and being brought down and getting a penalty, good. Just make sure that the game is won, and so that we can get the ticket. After which we can now start working on the observed weaknesses or whatever of the team.
All right, so Nigeria having it all to do, and it is going to be very, very difficult, because even if you score a goal, it is not done just yet. You must score at least 3 goals and then prevent the Ghanaians from scoring. That match is going to kick off at 5 p.m. at the MK Abiola Stadium in Abeokuta, Abuja, where there's an MK Abiola Stadium in Abeokuta too, but we're talking about the National Stadium in Abuja.
And I hope the playing surface is good enough. The last time
it is now. They've played one match there.
The under 17, under 20, I think.
Yeah, so
in stadium.
So the pitch is good enough. So let's hope that the Eagles will get all the will win the match comfortably and advance. But if not, then we've got to again start questioning our league. What is happening? Don't we have good enough players in the domestic league? And then if they cannot qualify for the CHAN, then I don't think anybody can complain about not picking players from the domestic league for the main Super Eagles squad, because look, their own competition, they can't even make it. So what's the point of even clamoring for them to get into the main squad?
Apart from the players in the league, I don't think they prepared well. That's my opinion. I think you are going for a match like 10 days before the match and you are selecting 35 players. The preparation to me was not good enough. When we are going for a match like this, the match is coming. So that you pick a smaller squad, maybe 26, 25. You eliminate 3 players, not a jamboree, picking 35 players for a match that is just 10 days away. Look at the Ghanaians. They even tried to play the friendly match after they won 2-0.
Yeah, they did.
Something like that. The preparation for me is not enough. I know we want to say the players, maybe we should look at the local league players, but I don't think the conditions were good enough. The preparation to me was shoddy.
Okay. Still talking international football. Banyana of South Africa, they are the African champions. They played against the South American champions in Brazil, and Brazil spanked them 3-0.
The women?
Yeah, the women. I'm talking about the women. Banyana, and the Brazilian Seleção, the ladies.
Yeah, we know how good the Brazilians are. We know the South Africans. They've really improved their women's game and everything, but the Brazilians are showing that they are still a cut above the South Africans. And also I think the Nigerians too, they will play today against the American ladies.
Friendly game. Yeah. And
we have not really scored against them in any match. So this is what we are talking about. We know the dominating Africa is good. But
they got a couple of players from the under-20 to join them.
The under-20 Oyinleti is one of them. One of 4 girls that were drafted to the Falcons team. So that's the next thing. You have dominated Africa. The next thing is to make that jump not to to be able to get close to the Europeans, to the South Americans, to the Asians. That's the next step.
I think we can do it by playing these friendlies. I think that will help us to really measure our strength and be able to evaluate what we can bring, where we are yet. Because when I watched the women European Championship, I was scared. I said, come on, can we really match up with this, with what I'm seeing, with this Spanish side, with this German side, with this English side? No, I think but seeing that now we are having a friendly with the Americans, I think that would also give us that, opportunity to really know how we can fare when we meet these oppositions. And we'll know if we are beaten. Yes, we'll know where we are. We'll know that, yes, more work needs to be done. But I know that we need friendlies with this, not just in our continent. We want to go rub our might with those European nations to really be able to measure our strength, to know where we are lacking and the areas that we really need to exploit and deal with, so as to. We have the potential here. Like I said, when we're playing this under 20, the Falconet, I am sure that the team we defeated, the Canadian side that we defeated, if given 2-3 more years, you might see that this Canadian side with the technical supports, everything, coaching, tactical and everything, you see that team would have an edge over our own side. That has always been our issue in this part of the world. We don't consolidate and probably build on our achievement or on the successes that we have achieved. So perhaps we just allow things to just stray without really consolidating and building on it. So, but we hope that is why we are saying that the incoming NFF executive should see that we consolidate on our successes, especially from the under-17 level. If you look at the number of under-17 teams that we have turned out, champions that we have turned out, we ought to be dominating the global scene today at the senior level. But where are we? We are nowhere to be found at the global higher level. So we hope that this is an opportunity for us. When we play against the Americans, then we know our strength.
Everton in the game. So that match, spoils shared, 1 point apiece for each of them. Both clubs might be a bit disappointed, but maybe Frank Lampard might be the happier manager because Liverpool have dominated them in recent times in the Merseyside derby. Yeah,
this is the second draw that Jurgen Klopp will be getting in the Merseyside derby here. He usually dominates these games. I have to credit the effort from the Everton players. They really gave it, and I think Everton did good business in the transfer window. Getting Conor Cody from Wolves, getting Tarkowski from Burnley. These are two strong defenders, and the beauty of it all is that they wanted to come to Everton. It was not like in the past just came to Everton, to get their money, just like James Rodriguez, But these are players that wanted to come to Everton. Even Onana in midfield, he looked so impressive. The way he was putting those tackles in midfield, the midfield was balanced. Onana was there. If you take out Onana, Ganagwe is there. If you take him out, you have Alan. There are these players, options in midfield. Lampard wants to play a 4-3-3, a 3 in midfield. He has 2 players for every position. And then there is Iwobi. The way he was touching the ball, today, I think he's in the form of his life. The only thing that Everton are lacking right now is a true goal scorer. The defense looks solid right now with Pickford in behind them. They have strong tacklers in midfield, hard workers in midfield. It's just the attack now. Dominic Calvert-Lewin has not been able to get fit, So, and for Liverpool, they got some of their players, some injured players back. The injured ones, the suspended ones. Darwin Núñez started today. Jota played. All of the players, some of the players that were injured, they are back. So the squad is looking full, but 0-0 today on the balance of play. I think it was a fair result for both sides. Both sides, they hit the woodwork twice, in the games. And the goalkeepers for both sides, Pickford and Alisson, they really made good saves to keep the scoreline at the point that it is. So it was a good game for Liverpool and Everton.
A good game and a good result. But I think you give the last 10 minutes to Liverpool, but the considerable part of the game was dominating. No, not really too balanced. You tilted towards the Everton side more, but the last 10 minutes to Liverpool. But like we saw Salah coming into the game, just about the 10 minutes, and it really could have made a difference from the woodwork he hit and some other chances that were frittered away. But I think in all it was a good game. But yeah, for Lampard, he would have wished that maybe this would have been an opportunity for him to get a 3 point. But I think he will still take solace in the fact that they had a point.
All right. In other matches, other matches are live. We'll just run through what's happening. It's Brentford 3, Leeds United 1, Chelsea 0, West Ham United 1, Newcastle United 0, Crystal Palace 0, Nottingham Forest 2, AFC Bournemouth 2, Tottenham Hotspur 1, Fulham 0, Wolverhampton Wanderers 1, Southampton 0. These are the matches that are on right now, and it's 74 minutes of action in the different matches that we are keeping tabs on. Nottingham Forest 2, FC Bournemouth 2, couple of goals there. No Nigerian has scored in that encounter. So we'll see how it goes. Is that an equalizer for Chelsea? Ben Chilwell just came on. But you've got to really wait with VAR and all that. Remember, even in the match, Everton versus Liverpool, there was a goal scored by Conor Cody. Yeah, the newcomer for them, and it was this was superb goal if it stands, because with VAR and all of that, how he turned and took that was just simply magnificent. A long ball from the defense by Thiago Silva, and then Ben Chilwell able to turn and then put it in the net. Well, the goal stood, so it is 1-1. So that VAR intervened, and then we've seen that, and from what they told us earlier this season was that those kind of very tight situation, because it was so tight that it took like 2 minutes for them to review before they eventually said it wasn't a goal, that the player was offside. They were looking at boots with inches and all of that. I thought they said they were going to be giving some freedom to the attacking player now.
For me, I didn't think it was tight. I watched the game with Wale. When the ball went
I told you it was tight.
Yeah, you said it was tight, but when the game went in, asked him, I said, that is an offside. I saw it. That was what I just wanted to see was, did he move
from the replay? The replay, didn't you see that it was tight?
It was tight.
You might have seen it initially.
I didn't celebrate either.
This is a clear goal. Or later you say, okay, it wasn't a goal.
The points that they were going to check: the head, the shoulder, the
but even then they had to seriously check it.
And we were even talking about maybe it was an inch or a yard. I thought
it was by inches. It wasn't that. If you could dictate that it was offside from the beginning, it must have been. No, it wasn't. It was by millimeters
to check.
Yes, because they drew the line, and then they eventually now said that.
I didn't celebrate it because I knew that the way the guy tapped the ball into the net, probably it might be on the offside, not onside. So the way it tapped it was what ordinarily you want to see.
If it was there before the,
I think it was close. It was close.
But I said no.
My issue is the consistency, because we've seen similar. Except if you are telling me, it wasn't as close as the other ones that we've seen given.
To me, I didn't even think the VAR got it wrong. Maybe with the offside. I think the issue with VAR was that tackle on Onana.
Yeah, we'll come to that, but let's finish with the goal.
The offside, to me,
it wasn't offside.
It was clear.
It was clear offside. Okay. Offside. All right, but I thought that. Come on. There have been some situations where look, the same problem I have from last season. If you are going to be using
if you are taking 2-3 minutes to make a decision,
exactly,
it's not clear and obvious.
It's not clear and obvious, so why not allow such goals? If we are now going to be using those lines, drawing the lines and everything, when they told us they were not going to do this season, I'm wondering why, when it is offside, it should be clearly offside. Everybody could see that it is offside. But
right away, you see that this is a clear error. When just when he starts dragging 50-49%, you know, it's so tight. You know, maybe if you're wasting a lot of time, just give it. You know, I know the team that the other team will feel wronged, but you know, it is too tight. You can't say it's clear and obvious error. So
should Virgil van Dijk have been sent off?
Yeah, should have been sent off. You know, should have been sent off. Even Lampard said it. I know he's against his team.
Yeah, so he would definitely.
He has had this bad luck with. He has been on the wrong end of this VAR decisions. You know, so Van Dijk, though the ref penalized the incident.
I gave a yellow card, and maybe that was why VAR felt okay. He saw it. But the VAR is supposed to intervene. Exactly.
Where you say, okay, this is dangerous.
Exactly.
Foul play.
Exactly. I heard the commentator saying, oh, maybe it was if it were just a couple of inches higher, and even in the studio we heard Leon Osman saying, well, if it were a player like him, that he is sure it will have been a red card because that will have been higher since he's a short player. He will have had a shorter shin, so that part of Mandana's body will have been higher on his own. But should we be looking at that, or we should just look at, okay, this is considered dangerous, and so it should be a red card? Or the referee, look, I'm not a fan of every tackle should be a red card and all of that, but when it's dangerous, of course. And again, my major problem is the consistency, because in some other matches you might see that the referee is asked to go and review it. So why not at least give the benefit the referee that opportunity to really check it and confirm that he is sure of the yellow card?
That was the same mistake that Mike Dean made when he was in the VAR room for that Chelsea and Tottenham match. You know, when you see that you are not the referee, you are not the center referee. I know you are the video assistant referee, but the assistant in your name it's obvious. You are just assisting the main referee. If you are not sure about that decision, don't make the decision for the referee. Tell the referee, go and review, because sometimes the referee at the center of the pitch might not see what you have seen by replay, because the referee in the center of the pitch has just one view, just one look at it, and he's expected to make up his mind. So you that have seen the replay, tell the referee, go and look at this. I know it's going to take it's going to take some minutes or some seconds, but you are not the referee in the VAR room. The center referee is the referee. Tell him, go and make your decision. This thing is not clear, because okay, go on. I'm sure if that referee Anthony Taylor, if he had the chance to look at that video game, look at the replay, because sometimes they look at the replay 3-4 times, I'm sure he could change his decision. That tackle from Van Dijk is a straight red card.
I think it was late. It was a late tackle. It was like you just deliberately wanted to take a player out. If you watch the way he did it, he stamped his foot and he grinded it on his foot. So I think it wasn't that he came for the body. The ball had already gone. It was a late tackle, a deliberate attempt to probably take the player off the field, and that, I think, would have just earned him that red card. But I don't think that's a yellow card offense, because if it were a contest and mistakenly perhaps the leg slipped and he stamped his foot on the player, it will be understood. Okay, you still get a yellow card for that. But in this very case, it really shows a deliberate attempt to want to get the player injured.
Again, the referees, I'm wondering, is it that because they know that there is VAR, they don't take certain decisions? Because maybe if there's no VAR and the referee knows that, okay, if I give a yellow card for this offense, then it's done. I've given the yellow card, I can't take it back. Or is it that because he feels, okay, there's VAR, if I give a yellow card and it's not supposed to be a yellow card, the VAR will tell me to go and review it, and then I can upgrade it. So are referees affected by that? Okay, there is VAR, and because of that, they may not take the final decision. Yes, they do not take the final decision.
I don't know why the English referees are finding it difficult with this VAR stuff. You are the referee. Every decision is final. Every decision coming from you is final. The VAR is not the referee. But what you have in England is that the center referee relies on the VAR to take decision for him. Then
but even in other leagues, they take the decision. The VAR will tell them to go and review.
See, I know.
Faster.
To me, I think the Italian league, the German league, the French league, they don't have these problems. Maybe because they have been using VAR longer than the English referees, but they've overcome this issue. The English referees, they either rely on the VAR too much, or the video assistant referee in the studio is overbearing and takes decision for the center referee.
No, but if whatever decision he takes is not final, it is the center referee that will still ratify that decision. He can only tell him, I advise you, even if he doesn't want to, he will tell him to go and check the pitch side monitor, and he will tell you, I got a good view of that initially, so I'm not, there's no need for me to go and check it. Sometimes you hear them communicating, and then you hear the referee talking, and you can. They told us that soon they will be letting us hear what they are discussing. But I think it will be interesting for us to get that.
Rugby, they've tried it, and it's working beautifully there. You know, you hear how the referees deliberate and comes to these decisions, and when you have that in the public space, yes, I'm sure it's going to take more criticisms on the referee if they get it wrong. But you are going to know what they are saying, and if it's open to the public, I'm sure it's going to make these referees better.
But Danny, I think the point that Ibra is making, I think I shared that too. I've thought of it, that when you are in doubt, I think it's good that since you know there is an auxiliary body there to scan or probably to really weigh what your decision. You start with the lesser. If you start with the harsher punishment, you cannot be revoked. It's difficult for you to revoke that. But when you start, okay, you can be called back and say, okay, why not review this? This is red card. So perhaps that could also have an effect on the decision that the referee is taking. Maybe they believe that giving that yellow card, if the punishment it's the demanded them giving a red card, the attention will be called by the VAR referees, assistant referees.
All right, let's quickly look at what's going on. It's now Brentford 4, Leeds United 2, Chelsea 1, West Ham 1, Newcastle United 0, Crystal Palace 0, Nottingham Forest 2, Bournemouth 2, Tottenham 2, Fulham 0, and Wolverhampton Wanderers 1, Southampton 0. 85 minutes of action in all these matches. Later, we'll have Aston Villa versus the reigning champions Manchester City. That's what's happening in the English Premier League. In the Spanish La Liga, it's full time. Mallorca 1, Girona 1. Real Madrid, they are 2-1 up against Real Betis. Later, we will have Real Sociedad. They will play against Atletico Madrid, and then we will have Sevilla taking on Barcelona. Real Sociedad, of course, Umar Sadiq has joined them, and he has already been congratulated by Mutio Adepoju, who used to play for Real Sociedad. Fiorentina and Juventus played out a 1-1 in the Italian Serie A, and then AC Milan and Inter Milan are to play later the Milan derby. This is a weekend of derby, London derbies. We've had the Merseyside derby, Milan
old friend derby.
Lazio will be playing against Napoli also. And then in the German Bundesliga, we've had some games already. It is Bayer Leverkusen 2, Freiburg 3, Bochum 0, Werder Bremen 2, Union Berlin 1, Bayern Munich, they drop points again, 1. Stuttgart 1, Schalke 1, Wolfsburg 2, Cologne 4, and Eintracht Frankfurt and RB Leipzig will be playing later.
Yeah, Union Berlin, they've been on very good form this season. I think last weekend they won 6-0. You know, it's as if the departure of Awoni has not, affected them one bit. So I'm not really surprised, though we expected Bayern Munich, Bayern Munich, they're a goal machine, but Union Berlin playing at home, with the kind of form they are in, yes, it's not beyond the realm of possibility that they get a point from that game, and they did.
And again, I think the fans will begin to ask questions, or some of the intimate followers, that maybe the absence of the exit of Lewandowski maybe is telling on the team. We know that it's like a sure bet for them that Lewandowski, if they get 2 goals, Lewandowski definitely will account for one of the goals. So I think they have to just and Mane is there, and maybe he has not really integrated himself fully into the squad. So, but we hope going forward it will become a force to be reckoned with there.
All right, in the French Ligue 1, there's a match going on. It is Auxerre nil, Marseille 1. Later we'll have Lyon taking on Angers, and Nantes will be playing against Paris Saint-Germain. That's what we have across the top 5 leagues. These were the matches that were played were played today and that are still going on. In the Spanish La Liga Santander, yesterday Celta Vigo defeated Cadiz 3-0, while Borussia Dortmund beat Hoffenheim 1-0. I think Borussia Dortmund should be okay. They are second on the log now. Bayern Munich, although they've not lost, they've dropped to third. This is really strange. I don't know if something really special is happening in the German Bundesliga this season. Freiburg are top. They've got 12 points from their 5 matches, and second we have Borussia Dortmund, 12 points also from 5 matches. Bayern Munich are third. They've got 11 points from 5 matches. Union Berlin are fourth. They've got 11 points from 5 matches.
Yeah, Freiburg, it's surprising to see Freiburg on the top of the log. But the coming of Niko Kovac, former Bayern Munich coach, I think he has improved that team. He has improved the team. So maybe some of us almost feel, Freiburg will not be there come the end of the season. But right now, they can dream. They can dream. They can dream right now. So we expect Bayern Munich to storm back, and take the mantle of leadership from them, like they've done in the past 10 seasons.
What's going on, Stamford Bridge? Is that a penalty?
Is it controversial?
No, I think it was a foul on. They're going to look at it like a foul on Mendy.
But I didn't see a foul there. It looked more to me like a penalty.
You want to review it?
No, the goal. There was a goal.
I know. 2-2. But I'm saying if he's going to disallow it, I think it should be a
possible foul on the goalkeeper, because Mendy saved it. So the ball went back to Marcel Koné. Yeah, so Marcel Koné took the ball and he scored.
Okay.
So Mendy saved the ball.
Okay, did Mendy touch the ball?
Yeah, he touched the ball. He parried the ball, and the follow through from that forward, Jared Bowen. So the follow through.
Okay, he touched. Okay.
Even if you wanted to stand up,
that goal would be chalked off.
Okay, but this one that the referee is taking such a long time to look at it. I'm thinking he might give it. What has he given?
I doubt if he'll give it. I doubt.
He's given the goal. Okay, he chucked it off.
He has chucked that goal off.
He chucked it off. Yeah, but perhaps Mendy could have done better there.
There was nothing he could do. He has saved the ball. It was a back header by Fofana. Fofana should have held and nodded the ball into the ball. He headed it back, and that turned to a pass for Jared Bowen. So.
You did well. Okay. All right. Before Chelsea fans start calling and asking for my head, I apologize. I can see clearly now that it was a foul on Mendy. Yeah, it was a foul on Mendy.
Yeah. So Marcel Koné scored there.
There was really nothing Fana could have done there. The ball was to go back. So and he did this.
Mendy was on the floor, and clearly the leg of the West Ham United player Jared Bowen was on.
He kicked him in the chest.
But there was very little he could do to actually stop himself. So I don't think it was malicious there, as in. Maybe it could have looked like a penalty. So for Chelsea fans, please, I apologize. It wasn't. It was a foul on Benjamin Mendy, and that's why that goal has been chalked off. So it remains Chelsea 2. West Ham United 1. 4 minutes have been added, but with that injury to Mendy, I expect that there will be more stoppage. And Chelsea, of course, have considered late goals a couple of times this season, and even from it's something that started from last season. So they've got to find a way to really stop this. And with the defense, especially the amount that they've spent and everything, at least they've got all the defenders available now.
Yeah.
They are playing a back five. Back three with 2 wing backs. That means you have 5 defenders on the pitch. So they really should not be conceding goals.
Yeah.
Yes, but they've already considered a goal in this match. So we'll see if they can weather the storm. This is a London derby. I expect that till the end, till the final whistle is blown, you never know who is going to get this. But they are still on, still in added time. All right, let's move on to other stories now before we start taking your call. Let's look at Formula One. We've got the
grid positions.
The Dutch Grand Prix tomorrow, and for Max Verstappen is a Dutch man.
Yeah.
Yes, and of course he's even before he became a world champion. I mean, it was just fantastic seeing how the Orange Gang supports him. You know, that's their national color. Even when they play, even when the national team of Holland plays, you see them, and that's the same thing that we've been seeing. They follow Max Verstappen everywhere. They usually, you see that yellow, orange smoke bomb and everything. So they will be super delighted that this is their home Grand Prix, and then their driver is on pole. Yesterday, Mercedes had some pace. They were They were really good.
Russell.
Yeah, Russell. Even Lewis Hamilton.
Yeah.
They set a good pace in the first and second practice. But in qualifying, it has been the Red Bull that have dominated.
Yeah, last week we were talking about the speed of that Red Bull machine, you know, and it's no surprise that we've seen Verstappen take pole again, you know. But the Mercedes, I said it last week, they've been for the past 5 races, they've showed signs of recovery, you know, with Hamilton finishing on the podium in the last 5 races. Then in the last 2 races you had Russell and Hamilton on the podium. So they've shown signs of recovery. They should just take it from there, you know. I know Hamilton has said that he's worried about the Red Bull car. He's worried that they may dominate the way Mercedes dominated. But I think next season will not be, the dominance will not be this much. We have seen that the Mercedes, they've learned some things from the problems with the car this year, and the drivers, that is Hamilton and Russell, they've really gotten the hang of it. You know, they've tried, like today Hamilton is on his 4th position on the grid, and Russell is 6th. So there's this recovery. They should just take it from there. For me, Verstappen is the one to beat right now. He's just dominating everyone. Carlos Sainz and the other Leclerc, they have to do better to give him that push, and you know, but Verstappen is the man to, and I'm sure he's going to take the Dutch Grand Prix, his home race, and he's number 1. He has a good car, so everything is just, you know, set up for him to just win this week.
So Max Verstappen on pole, Charles Leclerc 2nd, Carlos Sainz 3rd, Lewis Hamilton didn't do badly, he's 4th on the grid, and Sergio Perez is 5th, followed by George Russell.
So the 3 cars that are dominating, Red Bull, Ferrari and Mercedes, their drivers are 1st to 5th. So it's going to be an interesting race once again. Don't rule out Sergio Perez. He also has a Red Bull car, and he's 2nd on the table. Charles Leclerc is 3rd. So, you know, it's going to be an interesting race. I look forward to it.
All right, so that's what's happening in Formula One, and we're trying to see the match between Nigeria and Ghana. As soon as we get details from that, we will let you know. It's starting at 5 p.m. in Abuja. So good luck to Super Eagles B. We hope that they will be able to get all the 3 points from this encounter. We'll go on this short break, and then we'll be right back. Please stay tuned.
Let's go! Women football at its best! 12 teams are expected to light up Benin City for the second edition of the Betsy Obaseki Women Football Tournament from Wednesday the 7th of September to 17th September 2022. Edo State will play host to 12 teams from the elite Nigerian Women Football League and 2 local teams who will slug it out for a whooping sum of 14 million naira, which is up for grabs. Venues are Samuel Ogbemudia Stadium, Uniben Sports Complex, School of Health Technology, and Western Boys High School. Let us troop out to watch entertaining football and cheer these talented young players as our women continue to shine and make us proud in international sports. This tournament is organized to kick against drug trafficking and abuse. Say no to drugs. Sign Publicity Subcommittee.
Mr. Chairman, sir. Beautiful advertisement.
Thank you.
But was he approved by APCON before exposure?
APCON?
APCON is the Advertising Practitioners Council of Nigeria, the federal government advertising regulatory authority that vets and approves all adverts before they are exposed on radio, TV, billboard, any medium.
You mean it's the law?
Yes, sir. APCON is backed up by the law to vet all adverts to ensure they are not in bad taste. And APCON, before exposure, call 0909-144-2787, 0811-562-4892, or visit www.apcon.gov.ng today for details on APCON offices nationwide.
Tickets to the highly anticipated KUFM Whiteboard, The Rebirth, are now available in the following categories. Regular 5,000 naira, VIP 20,000 naira, silver table for 6 100,000 naira, gold table for 8 200,000 naira, platinum table for 8 500,000 naira. To purchase your tickets, please call 0806 023 2180 or 0703 109 4612 or 0802 232 7191. Tickets are available at KUFM Marketing Office, 62 Ihama Road, GRA, Benin City, and KUFM Broadcasting Complex and Benin Auchi Expressway, Benin City. KU White Ball The Rebirth comes up on Friday the 9th of December 2022. Venue, Rick Rex Event City, 15A Gobadia Avenue, off Etete, GRA, Benin City. Red carpet, 4 p.m. Main event, 6 p.m. KU White Ball The Rebirth, a glorious return.
Let someone shout hallelujah. This announcement is from Living Faith Church, also known as Winners Chapel, Ikoba Hill, to invite you to a special prophetic entrance service tagged Supernatural Turnaround Service. What to expect includes special prayers for firstborn male and female in a third service, prophetic blessings, prayers for covering and protection for the ember months. Please don't come alone. Come with all your friends and your family members. Date is 4th of September 2022. Time is 7 a.m., 8:40 a.m., and 10:20 a.m. 3 services. Venue is 41 Benin Auchi Expressway, Benin City. Free transportation to church and back to your destination. Ministry is Pastor Kenneth Adebeshi and other anointed ministers of God. Jesus is Lord.
You are here. Trying to get or receive information through all corners of the globe requires unprecedented internet service. At Wireless NG, we provide fast, reliable, and affordable unlimited broadband internet service to homes and businesses. Service is currently available across Lagos and Benin. Visit us today at Wireless NG, 5 Ramaya, Ikenede Street off PZ Sapler Road, Benin City, or our marketing office, 70 Olowo Complex, Airport Road, Benin City, or call 0807-887-9960 or 0703-672-9147. Wireless NG, erasing internet boundaries.
tribute to the greatest Serena Williams. She has bowed out of tennis after losing in 3 sets. She fought hard till the end. She lost to Alja Tomljanovic at the U.S. Open earlier this morning. So congratulations to Serena Williams. We hope she enjoys her retirement. There is no shortage of what she can do with her life. She is self-made, of course. Absolutely. When you check the prize money she's won from tennis, running into hundreds of millions of dollars. And guess what? She's married to a billionaire. She's married to Alexis Ohanian. He is the owner of Reddit. Yeah, so, I mean, absolutely. She made it on her own, and then, of course, she has absolutely no problem with her marriage. Yes. So, congratulations to Serena Williams. And, of course, we are looking forward to that match between Nigeria and Ghana. Sadly, no station is showing it. We do not have it, so we would not have the luxury of watching it live, but we will follow it online and give you updates from that game. We hope that the Super Eagles B, or the home base Super Eagles, if you like, would be able to beat the Ghanaians, and not just beat them, because a 1-0 victory is not going to be enough. That's the disappointing thing when you lose by a big margin away from home. We lost that game 2-0, so it means that we must win 3-0 to qualify, or 4-1, or 5-2, score lines like that. That's
3 goal difference.
Yeah, that's the only way. If it is 2-0, then there will be penalty shootouts to determine who goes through.
Yeah, if it's the barest minimum, be 2-0 win to take it to extra time.
Yes.
Yeah, so but
3-1, Nigeria will be eliminated. That's how bad this thing is. So apart from not conceding, apart from scoring goals, you have to ensure that your opponents do not concede. It's going to be difficult, but we are Nigeria. There's nothing that we cannot do. So let's hope that we are able to get all 3 points in this. I've not got anything. I think you guys got on the team list. As soon as we get that, we will let you know what is happening. But for now, let's quickly look at the results of the matches that we have seen across the top leagues in Europe. The matches that were played earlier today. Some of the matches just ended. Some will soon be starting. Some in other leagues have ended. So we start in the English Premier League. We had the Merseyside derby today. It was Everton 0, Liverpool 0. Absolutely enthralling encounter. Both teams hitting the post a couple of times. Both goalkeepers absolutely spot on. There was a goal in the game, but it was disallowed. VAR intervened, and it was decided that Conor Cody was offside. Brentford, man, these guys are flying. They defeated Leeds United 5-2 earlier today. We had a London derby. Chelsea hosted West Ham United. West Ham United took the lead, and it looked like they were going to win this. But Chelsea, something that the manager said they didn't have, that mental strength. They were too soft, easy to beat, and all of that. They do not have that fight back ability that Arsenal remarkably has shown this season. But today they considered the first goal, but they were able to get the equalizer and then get the winning goal. There was a scare for them in the end because West Ham had the ball in the net, but goalkeeper Edward Mendy was fouled in the build-up, so that goal was chalked off. Newcastle United played out a goalless draw with Crystal Palace, and then Nottingham Forest, sadly for them, eventually they lost this game 3-2 to Bournemouth. And then Tottenham Hotspur, they've been going about their business quietly. Their manager Antonio Conte says things like, he doesn't know, they've got to play against the other teams. He's not sure they are strong enough. But apart from that match with Chelsea, have they dropped points? I think that was the only match they dropped. No,
they played another one-all draw.
Okay. But they've not lost. They are still unbeaten this season.
They drew with West Ham on Wednesday. They
played out. They were able to beat Fulham. This was another London derby. They beat Fulham 2-1. Wolverhampton Wanderers beat Southampton 1-0. And the only match that we're expecting, Aston Villa versus Manchester United. So we will have the former... Manchester City, not Manchester United. The former Aston Villa player, Jack Grealish, now plays for Manchester United. Why am I saying United? Manchester City. Of course, Manchester United are involved in the biggest game of the weekend. Tomorrow, they host the Gunners, the league leaders, Arsenal, at Old Trafford. That's going to be at 4:30. Before that, we'll have Brighton and Hove Albion playing against Leicester City. Okay, so that's what happened in the English Premier League. Reactions before we look at other leagues.
Yeah, I think the remarks of the coach Chelsea responded well with the team that they could have proven that they allow what the coach said sunk into their head, and they really get motivated by it rather than they didn't allow it to affect them the negative, because sometimes criticism can be taken, either you allow it affect you positively or it dampen your enthusiasm. But I think this really got them fired, and they were able to show it against a tough opposition, a London rival as well, because if they had done this against a lesser competitive side, they could, perhaps one would think maybe it just came, but with a team like West Ham, who has always posed a threat and a challenge to them, I think it shows that yes, it's what the coach said, they have worked on it, and probably it shows in this very game. So hopefully they can go forward and continue to replicate what they have done in this very game. And
for me, I was impressed by Bournemouth. They came from 2 goals down to defeat Nottingham Forest. Nottingham Forest Nottingham Forest, they signed 21 players. In fact, that's a full squad. But
it's a record. It's a record.
But for Bournemouth, they let their coach go, and the caretaker coach, he knew how to inspire the guys. He inspired the lads. Even when they were 2 goals down, they came back to win 3-2. And for Tottenham, they keep getting those 3 points, by hook or crook. I know it will be good, it will be very vital, but at some point, Antonio Conte, the manager, we want a performance from because they're just getting by. They're getting this result to get by. Yeah, I know it's his style. I know it's his style. But whatever his game plan is, he has always been this coach that wants to sit back and counter. But that performance has to be there, because when the going gets tough, this luck or the luck of goals may not start coming again. It's the performance of the team that will get them through. And for Chelsea, yes, it's good to when the manager calls out the players, it's good that the players give a response. They were up against it today, a West Ham side that they looked at as if they are getting their form back. After 3 games, they had no goal, no points, but in the last 2 games against Tottenham at midweek, and they got 4 points. So today Chelsea were able to survive their onslaught. I'm sure they want to take it from there as the Champions League and other competition starts kicking in to put a lot of pressure on the squad.
Yeah, for Bournemouth, they will consider this as a resurgence, but I think that we have to wait and see if they can really put up this kind of show against a more a bigger team. So in the league, but at least it's commendation, and 3 points in their kitty. I think it's something they would prize so high. So, and it's good for them. It's good for their mentality. Yeah.
All right, that's what happened in the English Premier League. Let's look at what's going on elsewhere. Real Madrid, the reigning champions, of course, the Champions League is starting next week, right?
Yeah.
So they will also be in action there. They are defending their title, but of course they're defending 2 titles this season. Maybe not as dominant as we would have expected them, but look, a win is a win is a win. They are grinding out results. They are still trying to hold on to this one now. It is Real Madrid 2, Real Betis 1. That match is ongoing at the moment. They are in added time there, but if Real Madrid hold on, I think the perfect record will continue. But Mallorca and Girona played out a 1-1 draw in their own match, the match that was played earlier today.
Yeah, I think Real Betis, they have been doing well this year. They are at the top of the still.
Yeah, they are second to Real Madrid now. Yeah.
Now.
Yeah, because Real Madrid
before that very game, they were at the top. So I think there is a strong side. At least
it's first versus second.
Yeah, for now. So one could not expect that it will be a whitewash. But I think Madrid has also shown class. At least with them getting. I don't know if Benzema is on the score sheet.
No, it is Vinicius Junior and
Rodrigo Goes.
Okay.
But for me, the worry for Real Madrid is that penchant to concede goals. You know, they are always conceding soft goals. But we know how Real Madrid. We know how they have this ability to go up a couple of gears. You know, they might be leading 1-0 and you tie the game 1-1. They just go up another level and get the win, and they just that's the end of the game. It has to do, and that is because of the experience of the players that they have. These players just know the moments of the game where they can just turn on the performance and take the game away from you. So it's good for them.
Victory is sealed. They've won. Nice. Victory is still 2-1. Good for them.
So that means out of 4 matches that they've played, they have won all 4. So they are top of the Spanish La Liga Santander. Of course, Barcelona have already dropped points. They drew 1 game, so they are on 7 points from their 3 matches. If they win their standing game on Real Madrid now, they will go to 10 points. But Real Madrid still ahead of them. I just can't wait for the El Clasico. We are waiting anxiously for that blockbuster match, and I think it's going to even take on a bigger significance this season, knowing the kind of quality that they've brought. Barcelona especially brought in.
Yeah, Lewandowski is,
Barcelona already beat them but that was a friendly.
That was a friendly in the, and the last Clasico ended 4-0. It was a whitewash.
Yeah.
So, but Real Madrid have the squad. Barcelona too, they now have the squad. Rafinha, Lewandowski. In fact, a lot of fans are saying both of them will fight for the La Liga, and Benzema and Lewandowski.
We'll know who will emerge as a scorer.
And already Benzema is on 3 goals, and Lewandowski is on 4 goals already. So it's going to be a Clasico this year. Will be interesting. Real Madrid also brought in a lot of young talents. Aurelien Tchouameni, Camavinga is there. Valverde, Vinicius Junior. So it's going to be a very interesting match for the El Clasico. Very interesting.
Yeah, and later in the day, at least Sevilla will be coming against Barcelona. We'll see what comes out from there.
All right, so interesting games all round across the different leagues. Of course, as we said, we've got so many interesting derbies, and of course, in England. The London derbies are more because the big teams, most of them are in England. But even with the London derbies, we know that some are bigger than some. For instance, when you have North London derby, Tottenham Hotspur versus Arsenal, or Arsenal versus Tottenham Hotspur.
Yeah.
I mean, that is really huge anytime that we have that installment. Then if it is Tottenham versus Chelsea, or Chelsea versus Arsenal, it's also really huge. Well, this was also feisty, the one we saw earlier today.
Yeah.
East versus West London, Chelsea versus West Ham United.
Another feisty one used to be West Ham versus Fulham. That is the East London derby. It's because they are not the big teams in London, but both two of them too. They have this intense rivalry between them. They are like Arsenal and Tottenham, who are very close, in terms of location. So West Ham and Fulham, they are also, very close.
But because of the absence of Fulham for some time,
so it doesn't matter wherever they meet.
No, I mean now they are just coming. That's
there was a time where hooliganism was very, very rife in the English league. We had a lot of hooliganism, and West Ham, Fulham, the battle starts from the pubs. You know, the fans when they go to the pubs, you know,
of course, I'm not
break
saying,
a lot of bottles.
I said, but because of the absence, West Ham has been there. They remain in the Premier League while Fulham just came in.
Keep going and
so they keep
back.
coming. If they had been there, you'll see that something would have been more tense than we'll be experiencing this time around.
All right, we normally focus on the top 5 leagues in Europe. That is the English Premier League, Spanish La Liga, the Italian Serie A, the German Bundesliga, and the French Ligue 1, because most times because of time. But there are times when we have some matches and then we really need to talk about it. We've been talking about derbies this week. Let's talk about one match. We thought that it was now much closer, as in the quality between the two sides. Well, these are the two most dominant sides in Scotland. We're talking about the Old Firm derby. Danny, I wish you had seen what I was trying to, why I was complaining earlier. This Tottenham versus Fulham, there was a decision that was given in favor of Tottenham Hotspur for, I think, the goal that was Harry Kane that scored that goal. They just showed it, and I'm wondering why the one between in the Merseyside derby was given as offside.
I think I did not see it.
Yeah, but I'm wondering. It looked similar and
irregularity.
Yes, that's the issue I have, the inconsistency. And you know, just sorry to go back to. We'll come back to the Old Firm derby, which we had earlier today. But going back to the match that drew my attention now, Tottenham Hotspur versus Fulham. Alexander Mitrovic. I watched this guy in the Championship, and I was wondering why bigger clubs have not come for him. Now he is in that. I was thinking, okay, maybe it was because it's the Championship. He's back in the Premier League now, and he's among the top scorers. I think
6 goals. That's his 6th goal.
It's only Erling Braut Haaland that has more goals than him.
Yes, Braut Haaland has 9 goals.
Yes.
You know, one thing about Mitrovic, he has a very problematic knee. You know, the last time Fulham were in the English Premier League when they were relegated, he missed a large chunk of their games, you know, because of knee injuries, you know. But in the past 2 years, he has stayed very fit. I don't know what changed for him, but he has stayed very fit. But the big club, maybe they are still looking at it that, you know, and he's just this striker that you just put the ball in the air for him, and you know.
And he's big, he's strong, defenders cannot bully him.
He cannot be bullied. But he's just this boy. Just put it in the air for him, and he scored the odd ground goals, beautiful goal like he scored today. That he beats his marker to, you know. But he's pretty straightforward. The big clubs don't want strikers like that.
I don't even know. I was just asking Ibra some time ago that why were searchlight or focus not placed on, because sometimes when you watch the Championship game, you see you can point some exceptions, some good players, but you don't see they don't attract attention like that, or they don't even get invited even in their national team. But because of they've not even exploit those in the Premier League going instead of. But there are some exceptions. I believe that if Searchlight, right, they will still won. There might be exceptions, but just like what he's proving now, hope he's able to remain focused and consistent.
Okay, let's go back to Scotland, and we're talking about the Old Firm derby. Of course, the Old Firm, it's Celtic versus Rangers. Okay, these two teams have been the most dominant in the history of Scottish football. There was one time that Celtic won the title 9 times consecutively. Yeah. Then when they were to win it the 10th time, Rangers won it. Then Rangers won it 9 times consecutively. When they were to win the 10th one, Celtic won it. Then Celtic have been dominating since. Rangers at one point even were relegated. They went into administration, but they are back now and they are doing very well. When Steven Gerrard was there, even won the Premiership for them. But since he left, Celtic have been dominating. But last season, I think it was Celtic that won the league.
Yeah,
right?
Celtic.
Yeah. And so we had the Old Firm derby today, and guess what? Celtic absolutely dominated. 4-0 for Celtic.
I think it was only that era where that period of Gerrard that.
Yeah, that was what broke.
Both of them have this knack of disrupting the other one when they're about to get the 10th.
Yeah.
You know, but I think what changed for Rangers is, first of all, that middle of the season that Gerrard left, it threw them off. And though the Giovanni Van Bronckhorst came in and settled the ship, but that's 3 or 4 games where they dropped points was where Celtic just took it away. And when the season ended, you would have expected Rangers to, beef up the team since they were going into the Champions League. But they sold Bassi, they let go Leon Balogun, and some other players. Even Moraes has a problem with the coach right now. So that has really weakened Rangers somehow. And right now, Celtic are now 4 points ahead of that, and for me, I think this game set a match for Celtic, because Postecoglou, the Celtic coach, he has this way of galvanizing the squad. He really beefed up that squad this season, and for them to be in the Champions League tells you that yes, the Celtic are doing something right. 4 points right now. I don't see Rangers catching Celtic. Okay,
Hibernian defeated Kilmarnock 1-0, while Livingston also pipped Hearts 1-0. Motherwell and Dundee United played out a goalless draw, and Ross County and Aberdeen settled for a 1-0 draw. St Johnstone 3, St Mirren 0. So these are the matches that we saw in the Scottish Premiership earlier today. You heard what I said, Scottish Premiership, okay? But if it is England, it is the English Premier League, okay? So Celtic are top. They've got 18 points from their 6 matches. Rangers second, 13 points from 6 matches. Aberdeen third, 10 points from 6. And then Hearts fourth. They've got 10 points from 6. Motherwell fifth, 10 points from 6, and then St Mirren 9. They are 9 points from 6. So this is how the interesting thing in Scotland is that there are 12 clubs, only 12, not 18 as we have in Germany, and not 20 as we have in the other parts of the world. They play 38 matches too. But you see, the way they do it is after a period, I think when they get to about 2/3 of the season, they will now separate the top 6 from the bottom 6. So the top 6 will now play. So sometimes that's why most of the season you see 3 Old Firm derbies or more than that. In the league, they play 3. They play 3 because you play home and away, and then at one point of the season they now break it into 2, and then the top 6 will have to play against themselves. That's how they do to meet up the 36 matches that you see. So the bottom 6 also would play against themselves, and that will be to determine who is relegated at the end of the season. So that's how they do. And when you finish, you are only you are not even guaranteed to play Champions League if you you have to go through the Champions League qualification before you can make it, because of the quality of the league. So that's what's going on in Scotland. All right, guys, let's quickly go on this break. When we return, it will be time for the most important part of the show, and that is the part where you, the listeners, come in.
You be builder, electrical engineer, electrician, contractor, or house owner. My people.
New Star Nigeria Wires and Cables 100% pure copper, super load and heat resistant electrification cables.
Now the open, reliable and certified electrical wires and cables when professional and experienced electricians they use now for the wiring and electrification of residential, industrial, high-rise buildings, religious buildings, and shopping malls for efficiency, safety, and reliability.
New Star 100% wires and cables. It is for 1 mm, 1.5 mm, 2.5 mm, 4 mm, 6 mm,
and many others. Everybody, go buy your own New Star Nigeria wires and cables. 100% pure copper, super load and heat resistant cables. Now for any electrical shop winning near you. New Star 100% pure copper wires and cables for efficiency, safety, and reliability.
Covered with TZT, streaming and
my people, TZT Network Limited. We provide ogbonge internet services for our roof prices. Don't land for Benin. TZT, they provide better unlimited internet service for everybody, and the price no they can't get at all. So my Benin people, on a fit browse, stream, plus even play game 247 with plenty speed and better data plan. With the price they unbelievable. Waiting you they wait for. Or you connect to TZT Fast Unlimited unlimited internet service for just 59,500 naira for registration. This one covers setup and 1 month subscription. After this one, you go dey pay only 12,500 naira monthly subscription fee. To start, make you go wifi.com.ng/Edo State to register, or you fit call 0908 749 3040, or you fit still send email go internet@wifi.com.ng. Make you go sign up today.
Simply the best, Serena Williams, and I will definitely miss Mama Olympia on the court with those her powerful strokes, her very, very good returns, and double-handed backhand and the rest, and how she absolutely obliterates her opponents, and she wins 23 Grand Slam for her. We don't know if we'll ever see another player that is as dominant in the women's game. So happy retirement to Serena Williams. All right, guys, it's time for you to be a part of the show. Welcome to Saturday Sports Fiesta, live on 92.7 KUFM Benin City with me, Sally Brown, the Sports Bracadabra, Adewale Akindano, and Danny the Analyst. Call 070-6263-9275 or 090-3939-4427. You can also reach us on 081-2178-9154. Hello.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Welcome.
This is Pastor Mike from the Go.
Great to have you, Pastor.
I celebrate you, sir.
Celebrate you too.
Mr. Adewale.
Welcome,
God
sir.
bless you all for all the analysis you are doing so far.
Yes, I hope you're enjoying it.
Give God the glory that Chelsea struggled to win today. In fact, it's not this time we play match again, watching match will be in a state of panic. I give them the white card, though, all of them that are panicking to come and join Arsenal. So that is my request to them. For Nigeria match, in fact, it's not going to go and relax my mind. Not to go and have a BT because of Nigeria match. If they are able to cross, to God be the glory. If they are not able to cross, all the same. And at the same time, the winner, I just celebrate God in his life. The new devil, I pray that he will face it squarely. So I love you all. Keep it all. God bless you, sir. Bye.
God bless you too.
Thank you very much, sir.
070-6263-9275, 090-3939-4427, 081-2178-9154. Hello.
Hello, sir.
Hey, Victory, welcome.
Mr. Wale.
Yeah, well, welcome, Victory.
Welcome.
Yeah, thank you very much. For the home-based Eagles, I was trying to say, think the match have started by now. It's going to be really difficult, honestly, for them to, I don't know how they're willing to score 2 goals without conceding, but as a Nigerian, I'm hoping they do so. If they are not able to score 3, at least, they should score 2 and take it to penalties. Let's see who wins by the end of the day. But I hope they actually get today. And now for Serena Williams, yeah, kudos to her, the golden face of tennis. She's done really well. Like everyone has actually said, it's the greatest of all time, both from the male and the female angle. A lot of inspirations drawn from her. And I hope that the name one tennis court after her, it won't be out of place to do so. So, immortalize our greatness and everything. And now for Chelsea today, yeah, congrats to them, they won. But I don't know, did they really play well? And MD Fofana, impressed you by the way he plays today. But I heard he started the match.
Yeah, he started. Fofana was okay. Chelsea as a whole weren't too impressive, so much, but maybe you will understand that this is a derby, okay? And sometimes things like that can happen. But I wasn't absolutely impressed by them. But then to Thomas Tuchel, you've got to give him some credit because he made some changes which eventually led to them winning. The substitute that he brought on, Ben Chilwell, got the goal, and then Kai Havertz also got a goal, and it was Ben Chilwell that gave Kai Havertz the assist. So you've got to praise him for the tactical substitutions that he made.
I think the team he started with was not too good to me. Starting with Pulisic and Sterling, two small forwards who missed a lot of chances, and you could see that Chelsea they had no bite in that first half. So, but kudos to him, he corrected it, made these changes, and the substitutes that he brought on, changed the game for Chelsea.
Okay, yeah. And finally, on the aspect of Mendy, from the report I got, if you were to be a coach, would you start him for the next match?
Sorry?
Like, Mendy based on the performance today.
I didn't see anything wrong in what he did.
There was nothing.
The goal that they considered, well, maybe he could have done better by holding on to the ball, but he decided to go for a one-handed punch. He didn't get it far away enough, and then his player fell on him, so he could not even get up to react. So that was what happened. And the other goal that he conceded, I thought he fouled the player, but VAR intervened and saw that he was hit by the player, and that's why the goal was disallowed.
No problem. Thank you, sir, for the explanation.
All right, thank you. Hello.
Hello, guys. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Adewale, good evening.
Yeah, nice to have you, sir.
Danjuma, welcome.
Well done, sir.
Danny, the analyst, good evening.
Good evening, Danjuma, welcome.
God thank you for the good work we are doing.
Yes, sir.
Let me first of all tell the home-based Super Eagles, they don't know disappoint us today. You know, see, when they lose that match, 2-0 against Ghana, we know what it is. But they don't do it as soon. May they find any goal. Before 45 minutes, may they don't score 2 goals. Then the second one, they'll come around and up. But anyhow it do, may they try. Take that ticket, because they still lose that ticket to Ghana. Ghana, of course, they get over Nigeria. So, they that one and for that one. For the Bayelsa Queens, I wish they the best for their final match tomorrow. I just see they go do the needful. But they know, because they show that they don't beat people 6-0, 5-0. So they take account anyhow it do, they win that match tomorrow. For Chelsea, they struggle to win 3 points. Only to Jose Mourinho, no matter how he play the ball, so far the 3 points now matter. So we just thank God see they get the 3 points. And therefore, Aubameyang beg. If they want to give a jet, they don't give a number 9.
They don't give.
They don't already take number 9.
They don't give
They don't give.
They don't
They therefore give us number 11.
You don't take number 9.
That number, we just say you go try to score goal because be like saying that number 9, they every day for body. We just see that they score the goal. For Serena Williams, she don't try. We don't give her also, don't try. The word of tennis will ever remember Serena Williams for the good work which she don't do. Or you see the way for Roger Federer, whether he will still retire or he will still come back. I will take round up the tennis career this year. God bless you now. You now go play me my usual. I do it.
All right,
Thank you, Danjuma.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hello. Good evening, Mr. Green.
Good evening.
Yeah, my name is Uwa. I'm calling from Uwedu in Benin City.
Great to have you, Uwa.
Big ups to Mr. Wally and Dan, the analyst.
Welcome.
I really appreciate your efforts. Thank you so much for the information and the entertainment on Saturdays like this. I have a question. This Nigerian match, you said it's the Team B now. That's the Junior Eagles.
Yeah, it is the home base Eagles.
What was the match? Was it qualification for Olympics or what?
No, the African Nations Championship. It's a competition for players that are playing in their local leagues. So even the Ghanaian players, it is not the first Ghanaian team. It's the Ghanaian players that are playing for Ashanti Kotoko, Hearts of Oak, Berekum Chelsea, and other clubs like that in England.
Okay, that's the Chan. I remember now.
Yes, it's the Chan.
Okay. Thank you so much. Tomorrow's match between Arsenal and Man U, or rather between Man U and Arsenal. What time, please?
4:30.
4:30.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot. God bless.
All right, thank you. You can send us a text message on 080-7400-9076. But the numbers to call are 070-6263-9275, 090-3939-4427, 081-2178-9154. The match started. The reigning champions and to many the favorites for the title, Manchester City, they are at Villa Park playing against Aston Villa. 7 minutes of action so far. Hello.
Good evening, my brothers. Ibrahim, Danny, and Wale.
Yes, sir.
Good evening. Welcome, and Henry Samson.
Nice to have you, sir.
I'm really enjoying your wonderful sport program this evening. Ibrahim, it's unfortunate that we are meeting Arsenal tomorrow. We don't need to deactivate them. You can see the stability in the team now. It's the drop of the captain and fortification of the team now. So there's nothing Arsenal will do tomorrow. They will definitely surrender in Old Trafford. You play me glory, Man United and Insurance Action. Thank you very much for the good work guys are doing over there. Love the show.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Love that you called us. Manchester City against Aston Villa. Do we see any other result apart from a Manchester City win? I'll take your reaction after this call. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. Good evening.
Hello.
Good evening. Hello.
Hello, sir. Please, come again. This Pastor Mike from Ego.
Okay.
Check the Tabori for us. 5-5. They don't pick it on ground. Check the Tabori for us.
For who?
Let the big brother, my big papa, and now know that we are not just a pushover.
Okay.
They are going to collect from us.
All right. Well, they are league leaders, but I don't know. Maybe after today, they will not be league leaders. Manchester City are playing. If Manchester City win, Manchester City go top temporarily. Hello.
Good evening, my gentlemen.
Good evening, every boxing legend. Welcome, sir.
Good evening, sir.
This is Indian Yankee Alpha Mother Uniform.
Yes, Elder Thomas Yamu. Welcome.
I just want to thank all of you. I enjoy our program.
Thank you, sir.
God will continue to protect you in Jesus' name.
Amen. Thank you, sir.
Bye-bye.
All right.
Nice to have you.
Yes.
Yeah, go on.
Talking about this match, I really don't see any other outcome apart from a Manchester City win. They used to say you doing something the same way all over and over again and expecting a different result. That's the definition of madness. Steven Gerrard has been playing a 4-4-2 diamond, a narrow midfield that gives the opposition space on both wings, and he has not changed it. Teams are starting to exploit that, to get wins against his team, and add that with the moments of madness from his defenders. They just go to sleep at very, very odd times, and the oppositions also, capitalize on that to score. Playing against a team like Manchester City, who their strength is also on the wings, and they have a very deadly striker up top, is just, I don't see any other outcome apart from the Man City.
I think credit also will go to Guardiola. He has reincarnated what he did.
He doesn't stand still
at Barcelona, and I think he's getting the result. It's only a question of time. When Man City is coming against a team like this, all we just need to ask is how many goals.
Well, let's not be too confident. The English Premier League could be a very unpredictable
sometimes,
league.
There are
sometimes it's a game like this that you expect Man City to win, that they will drop points. Hello. Please always turn down the audio on your radio before you call us. Manchester City asking the questions, but Liverpool, Aston Villa,
they've gotten the answers so far.
Yeah, they are keeping them at bay for now. Kevin De Bruyne is standing over a corner kick, and my word, we know he can really deliver them. See how casually he did that, but it got into the danger zone. Hello? 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 Good evening.
Yeah, good evening. Good evening, Sir Ibra.
Yeah, welcome.
Good evening, Mr. Wale and Sir Danny.
Yeah, good evening.
This is the LFC from Oshobo.
You're welcome, sir.
From where?
Well done, sir. Oshobo.
Oshogbo?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
You're coming from Oshogbo in Osun State?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay.
Yes, sir.
How are you listening?
I'm not. I
okay.
know this is the time to...
Okay, all right. Go on.
Yes. I usually send messages for... I usually listen online anyway.
Okay.
So I hope that this one is very rectified. I just want to say, congrats. I'm encouraged by what you guys are doing. Maybe we should take it up. Well done, sir.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Hello.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening and welcome.
Wale and Danny, good evening.
Yeah, good evening. Good evening.
It's Stephen calling from Stapler Road.
Welcome.
Yeah, I'm a Manchester United fan, so I'm very happy for my team. Yes, I never gave them a chance because of the way they were slow in the transfer market, but they were able to scale out 6. I was very, very happy. And our results have turned overnight, hence from losing two dreadful losses to winning 3 straight and keeping 2 clean sheets too. But as for the game tomorrow, I hope and I know and I wish that my team is going to win. I know it's Arsenal. It used to be a while before, but not again. So anyway, I wish my team the best, whether we concede or not. But I know that Arsenal cannot come to Old Trafford and win. It's not going to be possible and it will not happen. But the best result and the best team will win. Thank you, sir.
You know, you wish, you pray.
Hello?
Manchester United, they've not gotten any win over Arsenal in the past 2.5 seasons. You know, last season Arsenal took 4 points from them. The season before that, 4 points from them. But I think with the injuries to Thomas Partey...
No, what? You said they've not won?
In the league. They've not won over Arsenal in the league.
Are you sure? Yes. Last season they did not win. Did Manchester United not win against them at Old Trafford? That Cristiano Ronaldo scored.
Yes, okay.
The one night was 2-1.
That was the only win in the last
it was 2-1.
seasons. Yeah.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Where you are is noisy. Please move away from there, please. I beg you.
Yeah, I'm trying to move away.
Hello? Please, when you are calling a radio station, try and get a conducive environment. If the place is noisy, try and walk away from there, please. You can go back to whatever you are doing after you make the call. Thank you. Hello?
Hello, good evening, Sport Gurus.
Good evening, welcome.
Good evening.
This is Wakash.
All right.
I think the Nigeria Ghana match. We just pray that we are able to score 3 or 4 goals, and I don't know how we're going to do it. I believe we are seeing the caricature of the capacity plus and minus. But I think that Nigeria, in no area, should get our football something right. Let us look for people who knows what to do come to the administration. It should not be talking of where to know the concern or so on. Even if it's one family that can produce the 11 players, so be it. So far we give them a result. But that's one thing that unites all of us. I beg, I have some questions I want to address. So players that play good, I want to ask somebody that there is the 25 good EBS match in Beijing. And then I scored the second goal. Where is he?
Who? You are talking about Victor Igbinoba?
Good, Victor Igbinoba. Where is he? Did people abandon football?
I don't know, but I don't understand what you mean by abandoned football. He's playing career now.
See why I said it.
Okay.
See why I said it. You know, that time we won't know where they play. Whether you just go to another profession or you play professional somewhere.
Okay, I think he got injured. I heard that there was nasty ankle injury, but he played. I think 85 was not the only time he played. He played on for some time, but I think whether he went to school or something, eventually. But of course, I don't think you expect him to still be playing this time.
No. You know, sometimes. I understand.
I understand. You know what? Exactly. Baldwin Bazawe was his teammate. Maybe the next time I see him, I'll ask him what happened to Victor Igbinoba. I know Jonathan Akpobori was also in that squad. Imama Amakabo was in that squad. A couple of them, we know them that they're still in and around football. And sometimes when we even play novelty matches here in Benin City, I come up against some of them. Yeah, so maybe we'll eventually ask what happens to him. Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate it. Hello.
Hello.
Welcome.
Good evening.
Good evening.
This is David from Benin.
Great to have you, sir.
So I just want to ask, is it wrong?
Go on.
Huh?
Go on.
Okay, I just want to ask, as a football fan, is it wrong for someone to be supporting two clubs?
Well, the two clubs in the same country?
Yes, because I'm a Chelsea fan, but the same time I have love for Man City over the days because of the kind of players they were having back then, like Rubio, Tevez, Aguero, Yaya Toure. Not that I like the club, just the person, the players they had.
I understand.
But over the days, it's like.
But I'll tell you, you are not a passionate Chelsea fan or a passionate Manchester City fan. Because if you are passionate about one club, you will not care about another club. That will be the only club that you support. It's like oh, okay, sorry, I don't know, maybe something happened to his network. It's like asking, can I love two people at the same time?
It's possible now.
No, I'm not talking about your children, no. I'm not talking about your friends, though. You know what I'm talking about.
You can love two teams, but not in the same league.
Yes, maybe of course, because there'll be continental and clashes. So what do you do then? That's why I said you can, if you passionately love one team, that will be the only team that you truly support. Honestly, that will be the only team that you support with all your heart. I know this affects many people. Many times a typical Nigerian fan will tell you, for England, now my club it is, but for Spain, now this one, for Italy, now this one, and exactly. You know, so, but really, in your heart of hearts, you know that it is one club. When they meet against the other club that you seem to support, you might not be too pained if your club, that is the main club, loses to that one, but you know that you will have preferred your main club to win against that other club. So I will say, well, who am I to judge? There's nothing wrong with nobody has the authority to tell you it's wrong. But I'm just telling you that if truly you are a fan of that club, you will not even want to touch the jersey of the other club. That's how it is when we are talking about die-hard, passionate fans. It's like you saying, okay, I support the Super Eagles, but if they play Ghana, I know to mind shall we lose. You understand? So hello,
good evening.
Good evening and welcome. Hello.
Good evening, bro.
Hey, Dr. welcome.
Good evening,
nice to have you this weekend.
Good evening, Dan Chelsea.
Thank God for Chelsea today. Thank God for Chelsea. At least that's 3 points. I said it, I didn't call the radio station
that this is a Chelsea winning run. We'll start today. I don't know when we are going to stop, but we are starting today. Both in the league and the Champions League, we are starting it today. Thank God that they win their match today. And as for Serena Williams, I think happy retirement. I don't know whether she's coming back again or not. Looking the way she give the farewell to the fans, I don't think that she is coming back. And even her age tells more. 40. I don't think that she will come back again and finish. All the same, happy retirement to Serena. I don't know how that whether she will not going to retire. Our younger one don't retire.
What's it concern you? What's it concern you? Not be alive. I don't know you get her body.
As for our super good team B, I wish them all the best, and the Bayelsa Queen, the girls, I also wish them all the best to win their matches. Thank you and God bless. I've been playing my coach and can one call answer. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. One more call, then we'll go on a commercial. Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening and welcome.
Good evening, Sport.
We greet you.
Yeah, well done, sir.
I greet you.
Yes, sir. Nice to have you, sir.
First of all, for that Super Eagles to beat match, I hope so they will win the match, and I wish them well that much.
We hear that they are dominating at the moment, but no goal yet.
Okay, I think everything will be well. After supporting two teams, as for me, my team is Liverpool at lead red. But I like Arsenal and Real Madrid pattern of football, so I have some passion for them.
Yeah.
But anytime we want to play against those two, I only wish my Liverpool to come on top.
Exactly, that's how we should be.
Just like the last Champions League between Liverpool and Real Madrid. My heart was directly with Liverpool. So I wanted Liverpool to win, but unfortunately Real Madrid got the win. So I was very sad about it.
I don't blame you.
So I want to thank you very much for your good work.
Thank you. For me, I support Bendel Insurance. Of course, 100% from blood. Even before I was born, I started supporting Bendel Insurance because my dad was a Bendel Insurance fan. And the only other time I support a Nigerian club is if they are representing the country in the Champions League or in the conference, and then I become a fan of Enyimba or Rangers or whichever club that's representing Nigeria. In England, I support. I don't hear that from my mouth.
Head freedom now to the enjoy life way free from yama sickness, way full body, even for old age. So now to the day very strong, Aja, A and Eddie. Many of our people don't full ground when we say that they take different medicine, but you know they work. If that's not your case, the wonderful solution don't land though. Now one Ogbonge company, the way from America, when name now Nations Way, don't bring their organic product come Nigeria to fight waiting they cause sickness for body. Make you send yes YES to 081 5886 1267. Say now 081 5886 1267, and you go receive free reservation code to attend their product presentation class. The venue na Suite 97, second floor, Blue Sky Plaza, 91 Apapa Road, beside MTN office, Dunson Junction. The date now Monday, 5th of September 2022. I beg this invitation of first confess serve will make the hall because it will not make it too shock, make it not too tight to people. If they not select you today, you go wait for another day. Health freedom. Ogbonge package.
You have the right to quality broadcasting. The National Broadcasting Commission says any person, group of persons, or organization aggrieved by the content of a broadcast or the conduct of a broadcast station may lodge a complaint to the station and all right to the Director General, National Broadcasting Commission, number 20, Ibrahim Taiwo Street, Asokoro, Abuja. or send a mail via info@nbc.gov.ng. Please ensure that your complaint includes name of the broadcast station, title of the program, date and time of broadcast, and essence of the complaint. Also, remember to include your name, address, telephone number, email, and append your signature. Note that your complaint must reach the NBC within 14 days of the queried broadcast. NBC, your right to quality broadcasting. Do you really want to study in a safe, serene, and conducive environment and graduate without strike action? Do you want to work while studying? Do you want to relocate with your family while studying? Or do you want your study visa and admissions to be handled by professionals and competent hands? Then this is your time. Admission is now open in Canada, UK, USA, Australia, Holland, plus 40 other countries. Apply today at Edu Abroad Educational Services Limited, 27 Airport Road, opposite Observer, or 133 Benin Agbo Road by Agbo Park. Call 0908-165-1871, 0818-273-9593, 0817-464-0217. Facebook Edu Abroad NG, Instagram Edu Abroad Limited, Twitter Edu Abroad _NG, or visit the website at www.eduabroad.ng. Edu Abroad, raising, restoring, and repairing generational foundations through education.
Do you know that you and your family can now receive all vaccinations at the same time? COVID-19 and childhood vaccines such as measles, polio, tetanus, yellow fever, and other basic health services are now available at every primary healthcare center and COVID-19 vaccination sites. Childhood vaccines will be given to children from birth to 2 years for protection against diseases and screened for malnutrition, while COVID-19 vaccines will be given to persons 18 years and above, including pregnant and breastfeeding women for protection against COVID-19. Also note that the federal government has granted a special age waiver for teenagers less than 18 years to receive COVID-19 vaccines for international travels only. Hurry now to the nearest primary healthcare center with your family for protection against COVID-19, childhood diseases, and other services. This message is from Edo State Primary Healthcare Development Agency, Ministry of Health, and UNICEF.
Serena Williams, simply the best, better than all the rest. We celebrate her today after she retired officially from tennis. That might be the last time we see her in a competitive game. I'm sure we'll see her in exhibitions and all of that. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, do not have good news from Abuja. It is halftime and it is Nigeria nil, Ghana nil, which means that Nigeria has got just 45 minutes to score 3 goals. Otherwise, we will not be at the African Nations Championship chant. But it's not impossible. Under 10 minutes, you can score 4 goals. It's something that has happened in football in the past. All right, guys. You can call us on 070-626-39275 or 090-3939-4427. You can also reach us on 081-2178-9154. We are watching the last English Premier League match for today. Aston Villa versus Manchester City. And currently it is goalless 30 minutes of action as we watch Bernardo Silva on the ball trying to wiggle his way in, but Manchester City have been asking the questions, but I think Aston Villa have been very good the way they have been trying to keep them at bay. All right, let's go back to the phone lines. We'll be back to analyze what's going on. Hello, good evening.
How are you doing?
Good evening.
Hello, good evening, sir. Brian.
Welcome.
Yeah, this is calling from Upper.
All right, Wilfred.
I want to salute Daniel and Mr. Wale. Many people are saying that tomorrow Mayu will break Arsenal record. I want to tell Mayu fans, they should have the back of their mind, that tomorrow will be a sad day for them. No matter, I trust my Gunners. We are going to deliver tomorrow, no matter the words will be drawn. Because I mean, we are coming out of Old Trafford with at least a point. Because most of them, in Fizurebe, they are first in Mayu will break Arsenal record. We did it before when Arsenal went 49 match unbeaten. Tomorrow will be different.
Yeah, but that's a fact, actually.
No, that's what they are saying. Tomorrow,
all right.
In the DK, that's the first time that I trust Arsenal in the DK. That's the first time I trusted my team in the DK. But they will deliver. Thank you and God bless.
All right, God bless you too. 070-6263-9275, 090-3939-4427, 081-2178-9154. These are the numbers that you can reach us on. Hello.
Good evening. Good evening.
Nice to have you, sir.
Good evening. Great Gunners.
Yeah,
Great Gunners. Welcome.
You see, definitely Arsenal will do well. They are not going to lose that tomorrow. Rather, Man U may force Arsenal to excel.
Great Gunners. I don't fear for Arsenal because normally you go call say Ateta will not, they will beat Arsenal and then maybe we'll not go win. This one that you are so confident that you will win, make you not go jinx your club.
You see, my own way of assessing Arsenal is different from others. Because Arsenal is good, but there's still something lacking. That shooting, ability to shoot, use your power in your leg, the strength in your leg to shoot. Sometimes when you shoot direct to the post, it might not be good, but when you hit an opponent, it may enter. It doesn't necessarily mean that gone at the date of tiki-taka. Ateta should not play tiki-taka, and you should also learn how to dismantle defense and score goals. I am saying, according to history, Arsenal is not going to lose tomorrow match. The worst we can get is a draw. Why? Because Arsenal is not strong to make 10 matches unbeaten run. This Arsenal, they are good, but they are not strong to that stage. Now, that is aside. We are not losing tomorrow at all. I am congratulating my friend. The McIntyre should take it easy. You should know that he's meeting the tribe of chief. That guy is 2 years, he's going to retain that bet. So the McIntyre is so qualified. He's not even the face of SmackDown. They cannot beat him because he cannot defend it for consecutive 6 months. They will take it from him. So he should relax. They don't want him to challenge because it was between him and Sheamus who needs to be challenged. So it is his turn. Let him go and lose and be among the casualties that Morena put aside. That is that. So they are he's going to defend this undisputed tomorrow. To join the what people like. But Ibrahim, please. That goal against Chelsea, West Ham score, is a goal. It appears that there is no longer the center referee. The center referee are just ceremonial referee. It is VAR that decides. If you watch the match against Aston Villa Arsenal, you saw when that guy carried Saka throwing up as if there is a WWE, and he could not do. So it's not good at all. So that the referees that are said that they are not ceremonial. So what we are witnessing is VAR decision. Whatever they decide, that's what we take. Thank you for the good job people are doing. God bless you all.
All right. Initially, when I saw that, I felt it was a goal, but my analyst with me in the studio said there was a foul. And honestly, in such a situation, the goalkeeper is given the benefit of the doubt. Because if he had not got his hands to the ball, it would have been a penalty. It would have been a penalty for West Ham United. But he got the ball. He parried the ball. And then Bowen, who was coming, followed through, and then he touched it. Maybe Edward Mendy made the most of it, rolled on the ground, held his chest as if he had been shot. But the player actually touched it.
And it was
It will have been the reverse if he had not got the ball.
Yes.
It will have been Bowen who will be rolling over, and the penalty will have been given. And when they review, they will say, well, he did not touch the ball. He took out the player.
It was not the VAR that made the decision. They recommended to the referee to go to the screen, saw it with his own eyes.
Yeah, and eventually then did. So eventually, we've even discussed this earlier. It's not the VAR that takes the decision. The VAR does not take any decision. No. He only tells the referee, go and check. Yes, and then the referee agrees or disagrees. Hello.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Good evening and welcome.
Yeah, my name is Samuel from Benin.
Good to have you, Samuel.
Yeah, I'm a first-time caller.
Okay, first-time caller. Let's welcome you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Special thanks to what you do there. Mr. Ibrahim, Mr. Wale, you guys are really good with analysis. Well, let me quickly just say this. For tomorrow match, I'm a Manchester United fan, a rational one at that. Okay. The truth is that if you see what Arsenal has been able to do this season, to some extent, of course, you must give them that kudos. You must give them that kudos. Tomorrow, Manchester United, I think, with what we have seen so far, they are still promising. They are still a promising team. Like, okay, but it's going to be very difficult tomorrow, honestly. It's going to be very, very difficult. It's going to be very difficult. Maybe I predict a draw for tomorrow match.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Okay. As Greg Gunners was speaking, I then realized that I've not even given the result for SmackDown, and of course there's a clash at the Castle that's coming up later tonight. So let's just quickly go through what's going on in professional wrestling. So the Viking Raiders took on the New Day. This was a Vikings rule match, and it was the Viking Raiders that won. They put Xavier Woods through 2 tables and then pinned him and won. They hit him with a finishing maneuver that they call the Ragnarok. And of course, Ragnarok in the Viking language, if you watch Thor Ragnarok, you know, Norwegian and all of that, it means like apocalypse, the end of the world and everything. That's what Ragnarok means. So the Viking Raiders defeated the New Day yesterday. Then Karrion Kross returned to the ring. He had a match with Drew Gulak, and he won that match. And of course, you know how he usually does his thing. He brings an hourglass and he sends warnings to Drew McIntyre and also to Roman Reigns. Then Ronda Rousey, she came to the ring yesterday, and she brought a document, a letter, and then she asked WWE official Adam Pearce to read it, and Adam Pearce read it, and it meant that Ronda Rousey's suspension had been lifted, and Adam Pearce was not happy, and he said that if he had his way, he would have fired Ronda Rousey. And then Ronda Rousey, he went on a rant complaining that the stress of his job and other things, and then he insulted Ronda Rousey, which made Ronda Rousey to get angry, and she put him in an arm bar. Then we also had Heathrow taking on Maximum male models, Mansoir and Marseille. They took on Heathrow's Ashanti, the Adonis, and Top Dollar, and it was the Maximum. It was Heathrow that won this encounter. But after that, Los Lotarios, that's Enderganza, Humberto Carrillo, they then interfered, and then it led to a 4-on-2 beatdown on the Heathrow before the Street Profits came to even the scores. Then we also had Shinsuke Nakamura versus Happy Corbin, and it was Shinsuke Nakamura that won this fight. And this was a battle of the lieutenants, Butch on the side of Sheamus and Ludwig Kaiser on the part of the ring general. And so we had this fight, and it was Butch that defeated Kaiser. So of course we know that at Clash of the Castle we will have the 2 main protagonists going at it one-on-one. And then we're supposed to have a celebration because Roman Reigns has been 2 years as a champion in WWE, although now he has 2 belts. But he started his reign on the 30th of September 30th of August 2020 when he won one of the titles, and he's been with the belts for 2 years now. So SmackDown marked his 2nd anniversary. So he was supposed to come to the ring to celebrate. We had his cousins Jay and Jimmy Uso and Sami Zayn coming to the ring to wait for him, but instead of him to come out, we saw that it was Drew McIntyre that eventually showed. Drew McIntyre had attacked Roman Reigns in the dressing room and put him out with a Claymore kick. And then he got to the ring and he beat the living daylight out of Sami Zayn, Jimmy Uso, and Jey Uso. Remember that last week, it was the other way around. The four of them gang up on Drew McIntyre and beat him to stupor. So yesterday, he was the guy that stood tall. So we're going to have another match, event coming up tonight, and it's called Clash at the Castle. It is a WWE pay-per-view event, and it will be taking place in the United Kingdom. Okay, it's going to be the first major WWE event in the United Kingdom since the 1992 SummerSlam, and the company's first UK pay-per-view overall since insurrection in 2003. So this is taking place at the Principality Stadium in Cardiff, Wales. So these are the matches that we will have for this event that's known as Clash at the Castle. Edge and Rey Mysterio, they will have Dominic Mysterio in their corner. They are taking on the Judgment Day, Finn Balor and Damian Priest, who will have Rhea Ripley in their corner. This is going to be a tag team match. Then we are going to also have Gunther, who will have Ludwig Kaiser in his corner. Gunther, of course, is the WWE Intercontinental Champion. He's defending his title against Sheamus, who is a member of the Brawling Brutes. And then he will have Rich Holland and Butch in his corner. So this is a tag team match for the WWE Intercontinental Championship. Sheamus has won every belt in the WWE apart from the Intercontinental Championship. So maybe he gets his first reign as a champion. Then Matt Riddle will be taking on Seth freaking Rollins. This is a singles match, and this has been going on for quite some time. Seth Rollins has been having some sneaky attacks on Matt Riddle, so we'll see what happens. Then Bianca Belair with Alexa Bliss, they will be taking on Asuka. This is 3-on-3 tag team match. Bianca Belair, Alexa Bliss, and Asuka, they will be taking on Bayley, Dakota Kai, and Io Sky. And this is going to be a 6-woman tag team match. We'll also have Liv Morgan, who is the champion. She will be taking on Shayna Baszler. This is a single match for the WWE SmackDown Championship. Remember that Liv Morgan cashed in her Money in the Bank contract on Ronda Rousey to win this particular title. And finally, the main event of the night, Roman Reigns, the champion. He will have Paul Heyman in his corner, and they will be taking on Drew McIntyre. This is a singles match for the WWE Undisputed Universal Championship. So that is the matches that we have lined up at Clash at the Castle. All right, so we'll also have another combat sports event, and this one is in the UFC. This going to be UFC Fight Night, and the main event is really big. Tai Tuivasa will be taking on Cyril Gane, and that promises to be really exciting. No belts on the line, but it's going to be
two big men.
Yeah, we'll see who will. Anybody who wins it, I believe, will be having a shot at the title. Cyril Gane had his shot, but Francis Ngannou was able to defeat him. Then for the middleweight, Robert Whittaker, the former middleweight champion, his last fight, I believe, was against Israel Adesanya, right? Was it Israel Adesanya? Yeah, I think it was Israel Adesanya. He fought for the title. Israel defeated him. He'll be taking on Marvin Vettori, who Israel has already beaten twice. This is in the middleweight. Then another middleweight clash, Alexio Di Chirico will be taking on Roman Kopylov. And then in the lightweight, we'll have John Makdessi. He's taking on Nasrat Hakparast. And then in the featherweight, we'll have William Gomez versus Jano Erens. while in the another featherweight clash is going to be Charles Jourdain versus Nathaniel Wood. So these are the matches that we have at UFC Fight Night. Okay, guys, you can still call us. Very soon we'll start taking the calls, but let's see if we can take one or two more calls before we look at the text messages. Hello.
I bet no sense to this level now. They are started already.
Which match?
Fight between Asuka and the rest. They are started fighting, and it's live. It's live. It's like they started by 5 p.m.
Which match are you talking about? Clash at the Castle. Clash at the Castle has started. Okay. Yeah, because it's in the UK, it's going to be earlier than if it's in the United States.
Yes, they are started.
Okay.
Please, I want you to put me through. A team that defeated his opponent, then after he wants to go and buy a player for the raising from that team. Is it possible for that team that lose to sell for him?
Yes. For them? Yes, now, so long as it is within the transfer window, if the transfer window has not closed, it's possible now.
Yes, sir.
But it didn't work now. That is Douglas Luiz that Arsenal wants to buy.
No, but it doesn't matter. That's because the club did not want to sell him. If the club wanted to sell him, they will have.
But don't you think if they have defeated Arsenal, they would have loved to sell that guy and collect money?
No, they clearly did not want to sell. They have said they were not going to sell. That's why it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter whether they won or they lost or whatever.
Chelsea defeated Leicester City, and Fofana still.
Yeah, exactly. Chelsea defeated Leicester City, and Fofana still joined them.
Yeah.
He didn't play that match. He was supposed to play if he had been.
Coach said he wanted to put him on the bench.
He didn't even play the match before then.
Yeah.
And he played. I recall some years back. Chelsea played. There was so much talk about Victor Moses going to Chelsea, right? But the manager then was delaying. He didn't want to commit it. And then Wigan, from Chelsea, Wigan were willing to sell, but he did not want to go for him. And then Chelsea played Wigan. Chelsea won the match, but Wigan, Victor Moses showed them Pepe. When I saw that, I said clearly Chelsea were going to bring out the money and buy Victor Moses, and they did. The next day, they bought Victor Moses. Hello,
good evening, sir.
Good evening, welcome.
My name is Marco.
Okay.
I want to say Manchester is going to win tomorrow.
Manchester is going to win or not going to win?
It's going to win.
They are going to win.
Oh, okay. All right.
Play Manchester United and Bayern.
What?
Manchester United and Bayern.
They should play their song.
Play their anthems?
Yes.
Okay, all right, no problem. We'll do that. Hello?
Yeah,
good evening, sir.
Danny?
Yes, sir.
Welcome, sir.
The old man is here. He's going to Paris at Togo.
Great pleasure for
I just want to commend you guys for this your marathon goes today.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
It's a big one. I went on break. I went on home show. I still came back and I still met you guys now. I thank God that I pray for you for the whole show, and I still met you, and I see you guys waiting for you for in Jesus' name.
It's working.
Thank you, sir. You continue to be alive for us and give us happiness and joy we want in Jesus' name.
Amen. Thank you, sir.
I want to quickly congratulate Trina Williams. You spoke so much about her, and then that you won 23 Grand Slam, the USA, France. In fact, I cherish her. So if you retire, I will the vision with her, I will love it. Let her retire. But the senior has earlier retired.
Who?
The senior has earlier retired.
No, she's still playing.
She has not even said anything about it.
She's still playing. She even played in this tournament.
Is he playing? Okay, it doesn't matter whether you win or not. You can still be playing.
Yeah.
But I think they still get the someone when we play, they are still playing, and it's all right. Let her continue to play beside herself. But I bet you have their parents alive.
Yes,
now their parents are alive, but they are not married.
Then they've
okay, it's okay, but at least they should love their parents very much. I mean, I don't want to realize. So I thank you guys for the program. We continue to enjoy it. Please give me my Arsenal answer because we are built top and we want to continue to be. Thank you. God bless you guys.
God bless you too, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome.
We
Good evening, Mr. Ibrahim and Adewale.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you for the work. Yes. Please, I want to know that have a biography with the Ghanaians female. Have they played?
Who? Bayelsa Queens and the Ghanaian team. It's tomorrow.
Yes.
Tomorrow.
Okay, tomorrow. Okay. Okay, what is the progress so far for Nigeria, Super B and the Ghanaian?
Half-time goalless. I'm trying to get the live score at the moment, but it was goalless at half-time.
Okay, thank you very much for your work.
All right, thank you.
Okay, man.
Okay, let's look at the text messages now.
Yes, the text messages. Good evening, Stars. Good evening, Stars. After buying the wall of Jericho, my dad is happy for his club, Chelsea. To me, the biggest transfer made was my club, Barcelona. I'm still very surprised here. Laporta and Alemani, those two guys are bad. Let Ronaldo come to Nigeria to learn the Europa League anthem. We can teach him overnight and it will be good. Sir Ibra, I hear Falcons have a match tomorrow. Nigeria Falcons.
Yeah,
from
it's a friendly match with the United States of America.
Yes. Hi guys, I'm so pained that Arsenal could not complete the signing of a holding midfielder before the close of the transfer window. Partey is an injury-prone player, and now El Neni has gone to join him. I don't really believe Lokonga can hold that position well. Mike from Benin. Good day once again, men of sports. The Ghanaian league is more advanced than Nigeria's. Hence, no way the Super Eagles B can overturn their 2 goals deficit against their Ghanaian counterparts today. Ken from Ikoba Hill. Good day, Sir Ibro. Pesero should scout for good central defenders, not bench warmers. Egberi from Urora. Good day, sports crew. Thanks for the great work, guys. Wishing Super Eagles of Nigeria success on their game tonight. Evelyn from 5 Junction. Good evening, great men of sports. I appreciate you guys so much. LFC first ball. Testing from Ekenwa Barracks. Play Liverpool anthem for me. This is Blessed from Oyoge. Man United will end Arsenal's unbeaten run. United will win the Premier League. It will shock yourself, Oga Ibrahim.
United will win the Premier League?
Yes.
Okay, good luck. They are the most successful team in the history of the competition.
Yes. Mitrovic is a good striker, but I don't think he can fit into any of the big 6 teams.
Why? Why will he not fit? The people when they there now, 2 head and get, I beg.
As for the Dutch Grand Prix, it is going to be another win for Max Verstappen, bright from a year. So those are the messages.
Okay, guys, I think that's our package. It's still goalless in Abuja, not looking good, but who knows, anything can happen towards the end of the game. So let's keep our fingers crossed. Thank you very much, guys, for being a part of the show. We really appreciate it. You've been with us all the way from 3:30 p.m. We've got your anthems lined up. We'll be playing them, and we'll see you on Monday on a fresh edition of Sports Fiesta. My name is Saliu Ibrahim. They call me the Sports Ibracadabra, and I've been doing this with Danny the Analyst and Adewale Akindano. Bye-bye. Let's continue enjoying this all-time classic from the great Tina Turner, and now we're dedicating it to Serena Williams. Simply the best.